Well, down the hatch.
And it's gotta suck because the opening is so small, so it's just gonna slowly trickle into his mouth. That's a money shot right there.
All right, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It means that you like to watch your wife.
And it stands.
Yeah, well, of course, it's the swingers thing.
I mean,
Correct.
this is Coalition Gaming brand right
Yeah, right.
here.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is GTE number 18. We have some special guests in the house today. As you can see right here, we have Wayfast
Hi.
Matt.
How's it going?
Way fast, Whitey.
So I'm Chris. This is Matt.
Hi.
I'm Brandon.
That's
As
a-
underscore agent.
Move your little thing closer, and they can see the whole thing. Your
Why isn't it in frame? I didn't touch it.
people got.
I moved it over to your frame.
No, you didn't. You moved it out of the frame.
you moved it closer to me. Or you moved it closer to me.
And we also have returning guest Joseph in the house.
Did you see us?
Wait, your button didn't work.
He didn't talk.
Well,
No.
no, I didn't see you come up. Press unmute on it. Oh yeah, there you are. Say hello.
Joseph, hello.
There you go. You can hold the phone in your hand too. It's fine. Yeah, you don't need to lean forward for it all the time. It will work however you want. It's over Wi-Fi.
Over Wi-Fi.
Over Wi-Fi. So we're Christmas themed today. I have Santa shitting in the Hey, Festizio dropping the sub. Thank you, Fest. 40 months. Wow. Santa's shitting in the chimney. Matt, go ahead and explain yours.
I got the Clark Griswold jersey from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, God.
Griswold 00.
Right there.
I have a Mickey hat against my will.
But you like Disney, so
I do like Disney.
so that works out.
You did like Disney.
I got a black hoodie.
Black hoodie.
I
It
also
goes
have
for
a black
everything,
hoodie.
though. It's like the whole suits thing, right? Black suit for a guy works for everything.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we already have the snacks going, but we just got some chips out right now. But to start off the night, we have a few things lined up for you guys. We're going to be trying out Arizona hard iced teas. Those are kind of a new thing that recently came out. Really interested in that. We also have some Belching Beaver. What is it? What's the beer? Joseph?
It should be the honey blonde ale.
Honey Blonde Ale. It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Belching Beaver is one of my favorite breweries.
And in case you want to try it as well, we have Shiner Bock Holiday Cheer, which I've tried it already and it's pretty good, but these guys haven't, so it'll be an interesting thing. Hold that thing up. Yeah.
It's a water bottle.
a water bottle. But the next to the water
Yeah.
bottle,
Costco?
it gets
It is Kirkland. This is
Say it.
Pinac. I don't know. Pinaq.
That's a-
Pinac.
There's a
Pignac.
There is a tilde over the N.
so
It's an accent.
Pinac.
Pignac.
And it's a long N, so Pinac.
No, it's a NY.
Yeah.
Pinac.
There you go.
All right. Either way, it's
It's kind of like
French
Knock.
VSOP. What's VSOP?
Oh, so what? Stop. It's that would make it like a. Damn it, Joseph! I know you know these ones.
I don't know.
It's not-
Cognac.
Cognac.
passion fruit.
That's
Oh,
it.
there is a cognac in it.
Cognac,
Yeah.
passion fruit, and
Yeah,
vodka.
VSOP is usually cognac.
Okay, yeah, it says with French VSOP cognac.
Yeah,
Cognac.
cognac.
Cognac. It says it right there. COGNAC.
Yeah.
Cognac. Passion fruit and vodka.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, we might not get to it. I just bought it because it was a gold pineapple.
So I'm.
And then if you flip it this way, it's the sign of Zalman's people. It means that you like to watch your wife.
and it stands.
Yeah, well, of course, it's the swingers thing.
So I'm going to set up the goal right now. We also have a bonus goal.
It's a stupid goal, but it's a goal.
It's a goal. I'll hand it to you right now to show everybody. Just Here you go. You explain the goal while I set it up.
So, 1,000 biddies, and I take a shot of sperm to the face.
The money shot.
The money shot.
You had to put it that way.
It's called Little Krugy.
Oh, another sub.
And another sub by Wheeze.
Sweet 54.
54 months.
And I thought I did good with 31 in the beginning. You didn't even say my name. Thanks, bud.
I didn't see it. Oh, damn. I was busy.
But yeah, it's a cream liqueur that looks like a sperm. And we're going to set it at 1,000 biddies. If we hit it, I'll take the shot. If not, I'll probably still take the shot.
Yeah. That's a goal there.
You just have to wait longer.
Yeah, you just have to wait longer. We want the pineapple. Yeah, it's yours after we drink it.
Zalman came in?
Yeah. They have them in 4 different colors. If you want to, wow, already 400's already there.
Oh, geez. I haven't even got a chance to make the redeem yet. It's there.
But Zalman, look up. It's PIN with a tilde over the N, AQ. And
we added 40 bits to Weezinator's cheer. Bonus
in Piniac,
bits
yeah. There's
unlocked.
4 different
We
flavors.
added
I chose
20
the
more
one that was
bits.
passion fruit. Jen says, where? I'm in the liquor store by my house. It's called Plaza Liquor. I'm sure, like, it's not just that liquor store that has it, but I bought the golden one so I could give it to you guys when we're done with it. Because we don't want it, right, Kat? Yeah, we don't want it.
Right? PINAQ.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I just gotta hit the eyeball.
Bucky, give me a little cuppy. Matt, that's your job? They're right under you.
Oh. I have a job. Here we go.
Yeah, it's not really a job.
Well,
I'm going to move.
I have a task.
Whoa.
Alberto.
Uh-oh.
The clamp?
Yeah,
Oh, it slipped out, huh?
it slipped out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Zalman.
I think one of them goes on the top, one of them goes on the bottom. Oh, no, the towel goes all the way around. There we go. We have technical difficulties. I'm sorry. Because Matt's here. I don't have all the range of motion.
All right, the goals are up. Cheer goal, cream to the mouth.
Cream to the mouth. But he already put 460 towards it. Is that in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Oh, my God. I'm sorry for all the noise. I guess we could have muted the mic.
No, NVIDIA broadcast is killing it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh my God, this whole thing is a shit show.
You need me to go over there and do it?
Nah. Way more entertaining.
Come on, you worked at SC Cat. You should be able to handle the emergencies.
It's bunching up. It's not tightening. EC.
Here, Matt. Pass it down. Joseph, are you having a blonde with us?
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I was gonna have the Pinac.
Oh, you don't want to. We're gonna start with these ones. Do you want one? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he has everything we have in his little bucket.
Oh, smart.
yeah,
Smart.
because Joseph, the producer, he doesn't want to be a producer,
The
but we're making him the producer of GTE because he has good ideas for what we talk about. He keeps bringing us good beers. He did the whole whiskey tasting thing.
That was cool.
Like, I think he's a pretty good producer. Matt, on the other hand, is a piece of shit. Does nothing.
But look,
I make cookies.
the producer being able to pop in and out at will, that's what makes him a producer.
Yeah, we
Just-
went over this Weezinator.
Yeah,
I'm wearing
Matt.
a jersey.
I want
Matt
to be
is
a little
wearing-
closer, FYI, meant. Just saying. Yeah.
We went over this. I'm wearing a jersey from the movie Christmas Vacation. It's my Christmas sweater.
And a jersey's also called a sweater. All right, I just want a little drink of this to see how it is. It looks like piss. It literally looks like piss. It smells wonderful.
Yeah, it smells amazing. Smells amazing.
Brandon hates jerseys. He told me I do have 2 hockey jerseys, and I was gonna wear one tonight, but it wasn't in the Christmas fashion.
Chicago Blackhawks.
Chicago.
Because that movie takes place in Chicago.
Does it?
Yes.
I would have never known that.
Zalman is saying Matt needs to be louder. Say something real quick,
It's
Matt.
because I was really, really far away. Now I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, you're better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should be.
Oh,
fine now.
now Twitch, we added 30 bits to Rex cheer. So, wow. Whoa. He cheered 300 and Twitch added 60.
Yeah, I don't know what we're actually at. I'm gonna drink this really quick.
Whoa, man. Thank you for them biddies.
We're at 820.
820.
Ooh.
We added 30
Smells
more
delicious.
All right, let's
Dude,
crack
that is delicious.
Let's crack these open. We'll dive into that shortly.
We should
too. Oh yeah, I already cracked it. Dang it.
You should always
Joseph's
tilt it
already
just
ready.
for sediment. Dude, Joseph! Somebody fucking put the camera on Joseph. He's sitting there with his fucking beer in both hands.
Show him.
He's like ready. We haven't even opened ours yet, and he has his in both hands, fucking ready to go.
I mean, I just poured it right here like a minute
That's
ago.
fucking hilarious.
So
Oh, we're done. We already hit the goal.
No, we're at 820.
Wayne
Oh,
did,
no,
no, Rec did
no.
6.
There it is. Oh, jeez, went winning.
In the mouth.
Yeah, that was
Money
fast.
shot.
I guess you have to start with that now.
I do. Let me smell this really quick though, because it smells from what I'm pouring is really good.
Oh, you didn't get a bigger cup?
I didn't. It doesn't matter.
Perfect pour.
Ooh, that is fantastic. All right, let's get this sperm shot out of the way.
All right, well, here you go. You guys paid for it.
Yeah.
Watch Brandon do it.
Oh, it's already weird.
Weird? It's already weird?
Well, no, because it's like
Yeah. Well, down the hatch.
It's gotta suck because the opening is so small, so it's just gonna slowly trickle into his mouth. So if it tastes horrible, it's gonna take forever. That's a money shot right there. Gorgeous.
I feel like somebody's daughter on prom night.
You have napkins right there, but here you go.
He doesn't want a napkin.
I definitely
He
do.
doesn't want a napkin. He wants to let it drip. Drip all the way down.
Oh my god, it's all on my neck, chest, and tits.
Clip that. Festu said,
And I'm done.
all right, we got the blondes now.
All right.
Yeah.
But firstly, how was that?
Oh, it was great.
Great?
Yeah, it
good?
was just a cream liqueur. It's
know.
like,
I bet
like
you it was
just
good.
drinking Bailey's.
All right, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Went for, I guess didn't hold that much. This is really good.
Yeah,
This
that's
is really
pretty
good.
Really good.
I got
Belching
a
Beaver.
I got a question though,
Yeah, what's up?
There we go.
Matt. Did you taste
tastes
it?
a little bit.
Did I taste it?
Did you taste it? Because I could have sworn it just disappeared right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it was
that's how
amazing.
yeah.
But this doesn't hold that much. So I still have another 3/4 of a can.
3/4?
Yeah, maybe half.
Pull up the Paul fight.
Maybe half. I don't know.
No, we're doing
no,
our
it was very good.
discussion.
That is.
I don't
good.
taste the honey though.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, not much of a honey taste. For like being in the name, I would expect a little bit more honey. But I mean, for a blonde ale, it was good.
Isn't the fight not till 10:30 anyways?
Yeah, when's the actual Paul fight?
Who cares?
I mean, obviously one of our viewers
No.
does.
Who cares?
Skunk butt in the house
Who's
now.
in there? Weezen Air doesn't care. Oh, you know what? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. I need
He
to
is,
stand up.
yeah.
This is terrible.
Matt's enjoying the chair, okay, right? See? No?
Sure.
Okay.
Most comfortable chair I've ever been in today.
Today. You've been in your wife's chair all day.
He's going to be in a chair that
Damn
on
it.
wheels later on. It done did it again?
I thought I was gonna be the one with the issues. Never done it.
You're making me issues.
Oh,
It's
I'd be more in the center.
it's the aura. Matt is the chaos bringer.
Oh, so it's at 7:30 is what Weez is saying.
It was 10:30 Eastern, so it's on now. But that means the card begins now, which means the fight won't be on for like another 2 hours.
so laptop's for Weezen Air. Give me a laptop. Let's do this. If I can cook and play, I can play in a podcast.
If you had a Steam Deck, you'd be like this right now.
I
Well,
want to try WoW on the Steam Deck really bad.
that'd probably be like an
Eh.
interesting way to play to get.
I
get around.
tried with an Xbox controller, and I tried binding all the keys separately, and it was not good.
Really?
There's just too many keys in WoW.
But
I mean, if you're playing something like a warrior with like 4 buttons.
If you're playing a warrior in the first like 10 levels, and you
is
like,
the Steam
maybe-
Deck not touchscreen? Like maybe you could be like.
I don't think so. Do you click your spells?
As a rogue, I clicked a lot of things, but the main things were all on my 1 through 4.
Yeah, I never clicked my spells. It was always 1 through 8.
Oh, see, after 4, I'm just like bleh.
No.
Like that. That's why it was also awesome being a paladin, because it was just
Auto attack.
auto attack, flash of light, auto attack, flash of light, judgment.
Rec, we already hit the goal, but thank you.
Oh, shit. Oh, people leave for you. All right. Anyway, so Joseph,
Is Ryu not stoked on World of Warcraft?
we're talking World of Warcraft, so he's out of here.
Oh.
He's gonna people arrive. He's gonna people arrive. I know it. I believe in him. I believe. All right, Joseph, give us a topic, please.
Okay. Okay, but what's this thing that I'm hearing right now?
It's the TTS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only
Because
we
he-
can hear it. It's not in the stream.
Yeah, because no, the stream can hear it. It's
No.
BTS.
I have it set up to where stream can.
Oh, all I know is that it's 7.
Just for Weezenator.
Oh, God.
I fix.
Yeah, that works.
I fix.
Because Rec put a number, he just held 7 for 20 seconds, and it was trying to read that number.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, what do we got? What are we going to talk about?
So one of the topics I wanted us to talk about is, it's kind of one of those topics that comes up every now and then, but do you remember in one of our chat rooms, it was either me or somebody else shared a meme, and it's a guy in his 30s looking out a window, and he's like being interviewed, and he's talking about how he just wishes he could go back to playing Halo with his friends. You know what I'm talking about?
It's familiar, but
Okay.
it harkens the meme of that started going around where it's Vince McMahon about to cry, talking about the old days. Yeah,
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the topic I wanted us to talk about was like a time in our past, that one game and that one time, that specific time in our lives where we wish we could like go back to play that game with like those friends we would play with during.
Perfect Dark.
Excellent.
Nintendo
Okay,
64.
okay. So then we're going to segment this a little bit. Console days and then PC days.
I
Okay.
would say we don't have to segment it. It's one
the
memory that
same.
you have of all your friends playing together.
I mean,
So here's the thing. We can definitely segment it. Like you said, Chris, we can talk about like single player games on a console, PC games, or couch co-op type of games, things like that. So whatever just like comes to mind regarding that topic.
okay.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
I got 3.
Special
Wow,
guest
we
here.
have
Let's go.
3. All right, Matt, let's hear them.
Mine.
Lean in.
So let's see. Should we go the oldest or newest first? Does it matter?
Oldest.
Oldest. So I'm thinking
think it matters.
these two will probably be around the same time. Perfect Dark, Metal Gear Solid, just Metal Gear Solid, PlayStation.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid
Yeah, it's not
1.
technically
Right.
one, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
Because
about.
Metal
And I
Gear Solid
remember-
1 was NES.
We'll do Perfect Dark, Nintendo 64, and being up until 3 a.m. It was like myself, Joseph, not this Joseph, another Joseph, his neighbor, Joseph's little brother. We were up till 3 a.m. quad screen on the Nintendo 64, all 15 frames a second of it,
CRT
and
monitor.
just trying to unlock all the characters and playing. And we were playing, we were in middle school and just playing up till 2, 3 in the morning until finally being yelled at to go to sleep. Great. I mean, that's a high point in my life right there, believe it or not. Another time, same thing, staying up till 2, 3 in the morning, same people playing Metal Gear Solid. I remember we were doing the I forgot the name of the boss, but we didn't save, and you're fighting this boss, and suddenly the screen goes black, and it just says like Hideo in the top right. So it's a black screen and then green letters. So you think the system just crashed, and I remember we were all in a panic. We had internet, but it wasn't like that wasn't our first go-to. It was like, oh, let's go search the internet. Like that's just not what you did. This was still the time of having the books and the game fact books and stuff like that. And I remember us being so freaked out because we thought we just lost all our progress. And basically, the boss fight, what you're supposed to do is switch the controller to the other port, and then the fight continues. But we didn't know at that point.
One
But
of the
we
most infamous now
yeah.
things, and people know
Yeah.
about it now. But like, how do you figure that out when you're fucking 12 years old?
Yeah, and that very experience that Matt's talking about with switching the controller from like player 1 port to player 2, it's still talked about to this very day.
It stands
Because
out.
it was magic. Well, now, like, to go off on a little tangent, all these games, before they even come out, have been beta tested and alpha tested, and all this stuff is known, and it's on the internet before the game even really comes out. And with that, Metal Gear Solid, and like, right now I'm drawing a blank on other games that did that, but it's so infamous because we only had the books if your parents bought you the books. My parents never bought me the books. I'm sure Joseph's and Matt's and Chris didn't either. We didn't know what the fuck to do. We all thought, I'm sure that happened to everybody playing that same game.
So, and just to like go off of that, how we figured that out was during lunchtime.
Yeah.
We didn't. We just had to wait till the game popped back on, and we're like, "Oh my god, thank God!" All right, keep going. Oh, and then it happens again. It happens like 2, 3 times.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I don't remember. And then my third memory is being in high school or it was senior year and working on the weekends. And this is like peak WoW time. This is 2005, 2006. And it was, myself and him and a lot of our friends, my sister,
The money.
yeah, like a lot of us. And basically, our raiding time was literally like 30 minutes after we got off work. So we would immediately come home, and my mom would actually log myself in and Chris in and my sister in. And so like, because then there was like a waiting queue. So you had to like be logged in ahead of time or you're screwed. You're not going to make your raid. And if you're not there on time,
Yeah, you're getting left behind.
like it's a 40-person raid, but there's 80 people waiting to get in. You had to be in.
Man, lock us in.
And so we would skip showers, skip everything, and we would immediately go in and like as soon as we get home, I'll just jump on the computer and like boom, start doing MC or
For
start doing,
8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, we didn't go that long.
Oh,
not that I remember, but
we did.
Sorry, Joseph.
and that was just a good time. Like just all of us together, all of us playing, and all of us hurry up, trying to rush home, and all try to get on at the same time so we could all make the raid. Because like I said, if you're late, you're screwed. You're not going to make it. You got to wait a whole nother week. So yeah, those are the three that come to mind.
Actually, in that time frame, I worked at a warehouse, and when I came home, I logged in, and then we would be raiding like Anixia and Molten Core and stuff. And one time, and this stands out for me like clear as day still, so I guess it counts as one of these memories, is that one of those days, like I'm out there as a rogue with level 38. I had the Blood Razor, I think, and so that's a 38 epic, and that's still one of the best swords you can have up to level 60 as a combat rogue raiding. And so I'm like on old weapons and waiting for the sword from Anixia to drop. And it has not dropped. I'm up next for it, but it's just never dropping. And then one day my dad goes, you got to go buy hay for the horses as soon as you get home from work.
Oh, no. Did it drop when you weren't in the raid? Of course it did.
And it dropped while I wasn't in the raid.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me and my hunter.
It was disappointing. And then history repeated itself. I needed not with Anixia this time, but in Naxxramas, I needed the
We're
sword
giant fucking nerds.
from one of the. It was, let's start with an I believe, like Illis something sword. I forget what it was called. I got it, and then the guild disbanded one raid later, so I didn't even get to use it that much. But again, it happened. I got really busy with something, and I was there for every raid but one. And that raid, it dropped. It was supposed to go to me, but I wasn't there, so it went to some newbie.
Yeah, that happens. Tech, thank you for the sub. 33 months in a row. That's pretty killer. Right now it's us, Matt, Joseph, and Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kat.
And Cat.
Yeah.
Just chilling right now. So so that would be, I guess, more modern memories for me, and both of them are World of Warcraft. But back in the day, would like CityNet count?
Yeah. Why would City not count?
Wait, CityNet or the one over?
CityNet. I only went to Netfrags once.
No. What's the one?
Twice, actually.
Are you talking about the one in
CityNet
Fontana?
was Riverside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Spectrum.
Are you
That
talking
was
about the
City.
one on? Yeah, it
That
was
was
CityNet.
I thought CityNet was over on Van Buren.
I never went to one off of Van Buren,
Okay.
but CityNet was it was there. So it was discovering of Counter-Strike
Oh no.
in the early days. First, it was at John and Wayne's, but then we actively played it at CityNet. And at one point, my math teacher in high school challenged me, and we met up at CityNet and fought in Counter-Strike.
That's good times.
Yeah, and I won.
Okay.
Too bad your name's
P90 for the win.
Too bad your name's not Pam Cat,
Why?
because then she could be off cam Pam.
Is this how it feels, Brandon?
Yeah. That's how it feels when all your friends are fucking stupid. I also have a couple of memories of old school video games. Again, they're not as old school as you'd think, but with the 50th iteration of Call of Duty coming out right now, we used to go to a place, I think called Cyber Connection. Cat?
It sounds like one in Chino, I think.
No, it was in Fontana.
Oh.
She's off the grid.
Yeah, she's off the grid. She's fucking TikToking.
Yeah.
Wheezy gifting a
But
sub.
every single and Ryu, by the way, Reezy gifted 2 subs in a row. Every Tuesday we'd go, and it was called Call of Duty Night, and you would pay $4, and you'd get to play from 6 until midnight, instead of paying $2 an hour. I think it was at that point, and we would play Call of Duty 1 with Karen Tan, Breakcore Manor, like all the old maps when you could choose from like one gun, and if you wanted a sniper, you literally had to kill a sniper to get it. And we would do that with like 10 of our friends. Steve Diaz, Juan was there.
Oh, nice.
Steve Diaz was there. His name was Craven Moorhead. And that always made me laugh. That always made me fucking laugh. And we would do that. We did that for like a year and a half nonstop. Every single Tuesday, our whole friend group would be there. And it was more than just video games. Like Joseph the other day was here, and we all had the podcast, and it was a great, successful podcast. And then I sent Olga to go get tacos. And we sat here for a good 2.5, 3 hours just reminiscing and talking and eating tacos. And that's a lot of like what Cyber Connection was. You'd go to play video games, but after you were done, you'd sit there and talk for 2 or 3 hours with all your friends after about, oh man, I fucking knifed you on this map, and oh, I sniped you on this map, and how's your life going? And it was just a simpler time. Like there was no sadness. There was no what's that?
Peak
dread.
moment, peak life.
Peak life for sure. Like we talk about how Costco just got coffins in stock, and like that's how long ago it was. And then my second story would be playing Resident Evil 1 on the Sega Saturn. My friend had rented it from Blockbuster. Well, I don't think the Sega Saturn did that.
No,
but
I didn't have a Sega Saturn, so I wouldn't know.
And I don't even think it was the Sega Saturn now that I think about it. It was the one with a disc.
Sega CD.
Well,
Sega CD or
Saturn had discs.
Well, it did.
Okay,
It did. But there was also the Sega CD.
But Resident Evil wasn't.
Was it a?
It was a CD for sure.
But was it an attachment to a Genesis?
I don't remember. I just remember playing the game, and it was.
Or you think of Sega Saturn?
That's what I said. Saturn.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking of Dreamcast.
It was not.
But
Dreamcast.
Sega Saturn was still CDs.
Yeah. Either way,
You had a Saturn?
I did not. My friend Dominic across the street
So
did.
He was like one of the one of the few people that had a Saturn.
Yeah, and we
Sega
played
Saturn
Resident Evil.
killed Sega.
I don't know. That game got me into that Resident Evil franchise, and I thought literally sitting there at midnight playing this game, not wanting to go into certain rooms because you think zombies are going to be there, and it was dark, and we had the lights off. You just had this thought of video games could never get better than this. Like this is the peak. And now you go back to that, and everything's polygonal, and Lara Croft's tits are triangles, and how did we think that was going to be the best?
So somebody did a thing where they were showing AI translating the old video games into current modern look. And I see a lot of people saying like what I was thinking, or we're all thinking, or like, that's how it looked in my head.
Yes. But also the problem now is if you go back to those old games with the TVs that you have, they don't have the CRT lines. They don't have.
Makes a big difference.
It makes a giant difference.
I never cared about the scan lines, but I did see the reason that they're there for is there's some sort of, I guess, I don't know what they called it, dithering. The way that they made pixels sort of glow on CRTs, if you do scan lines, it sort of recreates that on newer stuff. But then now you have things like
you had it because it's the way that the image is being
right. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying scan lines if we emulate.
Oh, it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
But apparently, there's techniques, and it's integer interpolation, and then an OLED screen.
Yeah.
And it looks as good as it did on the CRT now.
Wayne saying Wave Race, and I remember also getting that game. I got that game and 007 for the 64 when you first got it, and Wave Race blew my fucking mind. And it's not even good.
I didn't have Wave. I had Jet Moto.
I had Jet Moto. That was on the PlayStation though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Wave Race was Jet Moto's competition, but I remember going, "Oh my god, these games can't." Yeah, dude, that was the first game I ever played with air brakes.
No love for Hydro Thunder?
No,
Hydro Thunder.
God.
I love Hydro.
There's a little bit of love. Joseph, what about you? Do you have any stories?
Yeah, I do have at least a couple stories.
Hell yeah.
So, like,
No, it's fine.
is it good or no?
You're good.
Okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure Matt's going to resonate with this, I know. But this game, PC game, late 90s, StarCraft 1.
StarCraft was so good.
Dude, the very first StarCraft. And I'll never forget the first time I saw it. It was the first RTS real-time strategy game I've ever seen, or I've ever played or ever seen, like watched anyone play it. One day I go to my cousin's house, and I can't remember exactly what year, but I think the first StarCraft came out like in 97, 98, something like that. Anyway, I go to my cousin's house and he's showing his dad, my uncle, StarCraft on his PC. And they're playing this game. I remember walking in the room and watching them play it. He was showing my uncle the game. And I just remember being like, oh my gosh, what is this? I have no idea what's going on. What are all these little, characters on the screen? There must be like 50 of them on the screen, right? And so he's like, yeah, it's StarCraft. And I remember exactly what level it was for any StarCraft fans out there. This was the very first campaign, the Terran campaign with Space Marines, and it was the 3rd level. So in the 3rd level of StarCraft, pretty sure this is correct, the mission was you have 30 minutes to defend your base against wave after wave of the Zerg enemy. And all you have to do is survive. And I remember my uncle, my cousin, not being able to pass this level because I guess it was too challenging for them. But anyway, my cousin knew immediately right away that I wanted to play this game. I was interested in it. So he let me borrow it right then and there. So I took it home. And this is back in the day. We didn't have broadband in our neighborhood or anything. Yeah, it was,
okay.
Dude, it was all dial-up, but it supported it. It supported, online multiplayer game. And so not only was this the first real-time strategy game that I ever played, but it was also the first PC online game that I ever played. Dude, I'll never forget joining my first match, my first game online, and just that feeling of being like I'm playing with other people like around the country for the
That you have no idea who they
idea
are. You don't know where they're from. Like these are randos.
Right.
Yeah.
Just super, it was so overwhelming, but like empowering, and just like it was a whole nother world. Just being, because there you go.
So I had that same thought process when I first logged into World of Warcraft and saw like when you first go to like Ironforge or
Hundreds of people.
and you're like, these are actually real people
It was
from around the world.
Anarchy Online for me for that. Yeah, I first checked that out in 2002, and then it was 2003 that I actually started playing it on my own. My other friend had showed it to me, and like it was insane. But I now, due to that game, I learned GMT -8 because the majority of players were overseas. In that game.
We didn't mean to interrupt your story, Joseph.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
I actually think Warcraft 3 was what got me, or
Smarter.
yeah, Warcraft 3 is what got me into RTSs. And it was because of
It's
CityNet.
so good.
Yeah.
Warcraft 3 at CityNet's what got me in, and then it's like that got me into like. Then I got, I was like, I went back to StarCraft, and I think I love StarCraft more than Warcraft 3, but I think Warcraft 3 was my first.
I think Warcraft 3 wins in my book between StarCraft and Warcraft.
I actually am on that same boat too, but Command and Conquer stands out for me from back in the day too.
Command and Conquer Generals.
Rise of Nations.
Man,
Isn't that part of the Command and Conquer series?
I don't think so. All I know is that you could rush to nukes, and I would just love it. But yeah, RTSs came from my love of Warcraft, and I think StarCraft, like you were saying earlier, how it was so hard to just survive the Zerg. That game was so fucking hard, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But Warcraft, it kind of held your hand.
Yeah,
and
Warcraft was very easy.
Yeah, and I liked it.
Rex is a good one too. Age of Empires, but
Yeah.
I remember never playing it seriously and always using the codes. And I drive around the maps with cars and shit.
Age of Empires, I have one thing to say.
Yeah, you can hack in
Corvette
Shelby Cobras and stuff. Yeah,
The only thing I know about Age of Empires that I remember is Wolololo, Wolololo, Wololo. It was the priest converting your units.
Oh. I didn't play Age of Empires really.
Oh man, great!
I remember a lot of lines from Command and Conquer Generals. Thank you for the new shoes.
I never played Generals.
All right, what's the okay then, Joseph? What's the most minuscule line? Like Matt remembers lines from games. Everybody knows the peons, right?
Zug zug,
work. You know,
work zug zug.
Yeah. So do you have
gold?
Do you have a standout memory of in-game dialogue?
Build more pylons.
No, you must construct more additional pylons. Yeah.
You must construct additional pylons.
Yeah. That pissed me off.
They're in progress. Damn it. Come on. Go faster.
Yeah, but Zug Zug I think is
Zug.
pretty universal. Like everybody knows Zug Zug.
I remember playing Warcraft 3 with my brother-in-law who had played Warcraft 2. And he's all like, the key is building all the huts, like just to raise your level some more. But Warcraft 3 did change the rules on that. So it's like it didn't work as well.
So
But it was like building more pylons.
A couple more memories about that, and not to steal Joseph's thunder again, but we haven't even talked about like one of the bigger Blizzard games that came out before all those. Well, I think they came out before all those was Diablo.
Oh, yeah, I was never into Diablo.
The very
so.
first
I'm
one.
still
right?
not Diablo.
Oh, dude, it's so the first and second ones are so good, and when you actually get to Diablo and get to beat him, you're like, oh my god, I'm all powerful,
Dude, so I never played the first. I mean, I played it, but I never beat the first Diablo. That's because I got into StarCraft, the first one. That was the first like official Blizzard game that I like dove into, really got involved with. And back in the day, I actually got into my very first online clan for StarCraft.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't great at it, but I was.
No, but you've got in a clan, you feel like you're the
Yeah,
best.
yeah. I was good enough to get into a clan. I had to try it, dude. You had to try out for it. They had their own websites. They had their own forums. Like you would have to basically put in a request. They would schedule you a time to come on board, and you'd have to get into. They would set you up with a match with one of the players, and depending on how you did, they would let you in or not. And then at the end, they were like, welcome to our clan. You're in, and
That's crazy.
You got access to like their forums and like their group chat and stuff like that. And so that was like, again, first game that I officially played online on PC. And so all these experiences were just so new, so fresh. I remember talking about it with friends at school and it just being like the hot topic, like the new thing that people were getting into. But anyway, fast forward, when I got into that clan and we were playing StarCraft, they all started talking about Diablo 2 coming out, and that was coming out. And dude, I'll never forget, this is going to blow you guys away. I'll never forget going into Circuit City, which is, long forgotten, long gone now.
What? What's that?
Circuit City.
Yeah, I don't think it's long forgotten. I think we all know what
long
it is.
gone.
Yeah.
Long gone for sure.
Yeah. So I remember my clan talking about, Diablo 2, that's going to be the next game. Like we're going to start playing alongside StarCraft. And so all of us went and got Diablo 2. And I remember vividly going to Circuit City and just seeing like shelves, like rows
That
and rows.
black and red box.
Yes, which I still
Nice.
own to this day.
Hell yeah.
It's still like in mint condition, like perfect condition. But yeah, Diablo 2 was excellent game.
So-
Such a great
Solomon
game.
brought up WWF games. I had WWF.
Hell yeah.
Sega.
Nintendo 64 WWF games.
Dude, they're so good.
Awesome.
When they had the guy that would turn, like in the corner, that would turn different colors, how beat up he was. That's what I remember.
So the only one I ever had, well, I had WCW games on PlayStation, but I had WWF game on Sega Genesis. But I bought the game at a pawn shop. So I had no box, no book. It was just the cartridge. So I didn't know any of the keys to do any of the moves. I played the heck out of the game, but I had no clue how to do any of the moves. I still remember all the characters: Doink, Shawn Michaels,
There was one.
Luna Shawn.
I think
So
I played
that
one on
game-
Super Nintendo.
that game was called either In the House or Royal Rumble.
Mine was just WWF Raw,
Oh, it was Raw.
just Raw.
Oh.
hmm It had like 10 characters: Yokozuna, Shawn Michaels,
Yokozuna.
Lex Luger, Luna Fashawn,
Did I crush?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Did they
Doink.
have that really
Glacier?
fat black chick with the white dreads?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Like I said, there's only like 10 or 11
Yeah,
characters.
because they couldn't store all the
But
data.
and then as an adult, I kind of went back. I was like, wow, you could do all these like secret moves. I didn't even know all this.
Mhm.
Because I bought a lot of games from pawn shops back then. You can get a, you
Who's
can get a
taking a
Sega.
10-year-old into fucking pawn shops?
My mom.
I had a pawn shop behind my
Pawn
house. I
shops
would
were
just walk to
amazing
it.
for
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I probably at
Pawn
least,
shops and swap meets.
no joke, at least 67% of all my console games came from pawn
Oh
shops.
yeah, for sure.
Because dude, we'd buy them for like $5.
So Joseph, speaking of clan tryouts, there was an interesting memory that I have. Online gaming, not on a PC. I was playing Quake 3 Arena on my Dreamcast. And that was like my introduction to Quake. I knew Unreal from PC, but I knew Quake from console back then. And I still stand by that Quake 3 Arena Dreamcast controls were the best of any FPS controls on any controller. The way that you moved in the game was very
For the
similar.
time.
Well, no, but
For
the
the
thing,
time, yeah.
it was still very similar to how you move on a keyboard and mouse. It translated very well. Instead of WASD for forward, back, strafe left, strafe right, it was the keys. You know how they're in a diamond shape, right? So then it was obviously the key at the top of the diamond is forward, and the back is backwards, left is left strafe, and right is right strafe. And then you just look with the thumbstick like a mouse. It was very similar.
Blew you away.
Yeah, and so that was awesome. I remember playing online, and there was people. The Dreamcast had a keyboard thing you can plug in, and you can type in games online. I never had it, and so I would talk to people by changing my name in the game, and then like using the controller to pick all the letters out. So it was very slow. And I got into a server where it was just a handful of people playing, and they said it was a clan tryout thing, and they didn't believe that I'd be good enough for it because I was just a guy with a controller and barely able to even talk to them. And so they put me against their leader, and we were 4-4, and I lost the clutch. And so at first they were trashing on me because I wasn't actually doing that well in my normal KD ratio. And then they were like, I was like, I can do this. And I'm like, they're like, okay, prove it. And then that happened. And I'm like, they're like, okay, he's good.
I think the only game I was ever good enough to be in a clan that we actually did clan wars and clan matches was SOCOM Navy SEALs.
What a
PS2.
fucking strange game to be in a clan on.
I love that game.
I mean, I agree, it's a good game,
love that
but like it's such a
like we were
a
top
pull.
10 on that game, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I do remember Warcraft 3, Chelsea and I, we did like duos. And we did pretty good. And our names were like brother or sister and sister or brother. And so she would rush wyverns and I would rush raiders. So like my guys would destroy the buildings because they did more damage against buildings.
Mhm.
And then her characters, if she rushed them fast enough, if they didn't have any air defense, like they would be kind of screwed. So between the two, kind of rush it into your base, like there wasn't much you can do. And so we did pretty good on
Yeah,
that.
ours
It
was
a lot
just
of fun.
World of Warcraft. We were in one of the top rating guilds
Nice.
in
Yeah.
Burning Crusade.
This is our Kevin Smith right here.
I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to be here today.
That's a not Randall.
Barmaid,
Dante.
more drink.
That's Dante.
That's Thor.
That's Thor.
Who's
Yeah.
next?
We got an Arizona, maybe?
Arizona's. Yeah. Let's.
Did you want an Arizona, Joseph?
I'm good, thanks. I'm still.
Oh.
All right. What do you have?
No, you guys can go ahead. You guys can go ahead and drink whatever.
I hate alcohol and I hate iced tea, but let's combine the two. Let's go.
How about a Shiner Bock?
No.
All right.
You said Arizona's. I want to try them.
Okay, which flavor? There's
I think I just want the one with lemon.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of those actually.
There should be 4 of each.
Oh no, what the? There's 8 of one of them, I think.
What?
Yeah, iced tea lemon. Right. Feel like they're.
Oh, it's 6, 3, and 3.
Ah, okay. So we're gonna go iced tea with lemon. Matt's all like, I don't like tea. I'll take a Long Island, please.
Yeah.
Does Cat want one?
No.
Cat is zoned out.
Yeah, she's disassociated.
That's why I asked him.
I don't think I'm gonna drink. I will take a sip of one.
Oh, okay. You want to split one with me then?
I'm
Okay.
gonna put that back.
Just
I hate iced tea.
Pour half.
It's not iced tea. It's sugar water. It smells like sugar water.
And water.
Tech says he's at the corner market if anyone wants anything.
Oh yeah, because Tech is coming over.
He's actually doing it.
I'm good.
Drugs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See if you can find an 8-ball for me, buddy.
This glass is very unpractical. Impractical.
Especially around all these
Yeah,
cables.
it's very. I hate.
But it
It
definitely,
only had a little tiny
it
bit of that.
definitely fits the theme.
Yeah.
So
Like it's getting caught on everything. Doesn't hold a lot. It's very awkward to hold and drink. Like
Why wouldn't you just hold it like a real fucking person?
down here.
Yes.
This is not funny because in the movie he holds it about that.
Oh, does he? That's actually in the movie? How do I not remember that?
This is what he drinks the eggnog.
Oh yeah, because it's fucking terrible.
Ah,
I don't know, man. Those movies are
Greatest
pretty legendary.
Christmas movie.
I
I
guess
thought you just called me a
legendary.
racist. I was like, really?
Jingle All the Way rating now.
Jingle All the Way?
well,
8?
we were actually
Classic
talking about
Christmas
this.
movie.
You actually said Jingle All the Way is probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
Like it's corny and it's
Oh
absolutely
yeah, it's terrible.
horrible.
yeah. Thanks, Tech.
But Turbo Man, who told you to eat my
I
cookies?
said an 8-ball.
All right, let's get this out of the way.
All right.
This looks
Cheers.
smells horrible. Looks I don't know what it looks like.
It
looks like
dark.
alcoholic piss.
Yeah, it looks like you. God.
Oh, dude, that's wonderful. It tastes just like Arizona.
Wow. Matt just doesn't like iced tea. Look at him.
I hate IC.
Cat.
It's just bitter water.
Just taste the sip of it.
It's just bitter water.
No, I generally don't like tea, but I've discovered
Arizona is not tea.
I know,
It might say tea on the bucket.
But I used to say the same thing that Matt is saying right now about tea. That tea to me just tastes like dirt water,
Yes.
right? But then I discovered one flavor of tea that I actually very much enjoy, and it's peppermint tea. And then I told Olga, then I looked into it, and apparently peppermint tea has zero benefits. It's just flavor. And so I'm like, why? Why is it that the only tea that I like is the one that does nothing for me?
Like after watching, I finished Ted Lasso, all 3 seasons. Amazing
a good show. Yeah.
Love that show. But I've learned that I probably can't go to that country because all they drink
Oh,
is
there's
tea and
tea, yeah.
sparkling water. And I
hate
hate tea,
sparkling water.
And I hate sparkling water.
I am with you on the sparkling water.
I'm down
I
with
love tea.
sparkling water, but with some vodka and lime.
But they just drink sparkling. They just drink.
Yeah.
To them, it's just water.
Yeah.
That's just what they call water.
I've heard that. You have to ask for
don't-
still water.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Still water.
I don't get it. I don't like it. Why do I want water that fills me up?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want water that makes me burp.
Yeah, I don't
understand it.
My wife loves it.
Or-
Cannot get enough of it.
Or as Brando calls it, spicy water.
yeah.
My mother only drinks Pierre water. It's disgusting.
Pierre.
Perrier.
Perrier.
No, screw it, Pierre.
She gets the Albertsons brand.
She says it with the southern accent.
This is horrible.
Southern California.
So what benefits does tea have? Do you
Looks
guys
like
know?
water that came from like
Depends
an
on
Indian
the
river.
tea.
Depends on the tea, but I know some of them have like antioxidants.
Oh, I just drink black tea. Cat, what do we drink?
Oh.
Caffeine.
Yeah.
That one's caffeine.
What tea do we drink? Just English breakfast?
We drink P&Gs.
What is that?
P&G tips, the English breakfast.
Oh, it's okay. So it's just English breakfast.
It's caffeine then.
I like it.
I haven't tried English breakfast tea or black tea.
Oh, and we also drink throat coat tea, which I would hate even more because it's black licorice. It's black licorice tea.
I don't like black licorice.
I love it. It's just,
Right.
it's basically Star of Anise tea.
Yeah, yikes.
Oh my god, I love
I
it.
love cooking with star anise.
Yeah.
I have a whole jar of star anise.
But you don't drink it?
No,
Oh,
Joseph-
you don't like black licorice at all?
no.
You're going to show up at Matt's house one day for a LAN party and be like, where's your Star Anise?
The closest to black licorice I get is probably Jaeger.
I haven't drank Jaeger in years.
Yeah, I have a bottle just in case, but that's the closest I'll get to black licorice.
I'll never forget Brian showing up at our house. Not at our house, Wayne and John's. And I think it happened with you there multiple times. He would show up with a fucking handle of Jaeger,
Yeah.
or the biggest bottle of Jaeger he could, and a flat of Monsters. And he was the first person that told me that you could buy energy drinks by the flat. We just had that
Like a
discussion.
24 pack,
Yeah,
right?
like a
Yeah.
24 pack. He would show up with a 24 pack and a bottle of Jaeger, and by the time he left,
I was like,
everything was gone. And we were
Those were the days.
Yep. On to reminiscing. Yes, this is reminiscing that Joseph is not aware of. Yeah.
Army
Right,
of Two on the
right.
PS2.
I never got an Army of Two. I know Zalman and
Yeah,
Rec
I do
really
Army of
did,
Two.
though.
It was fun.
Yeah, you tried it?
No, I never got big into it, but I liked it.
I remember of a long night of Jaeger, and this gentleman right here tried to do me a favor by putting my keys and my phone and my wallet all in my shoes, make sure I didn't lose anything while I was blacked out drunk, only for me to wake up and roll over and throw up into my shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
failed. That backfired.
Yeah.
You tried hard, though.
appreciate the effort.
I gave up that night.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm going to take care of Matt. And then that happened. I'm like, I give up taking care of Matt.
I remember waking up.
in your shoes.
Yeah, it was like big skater shoes too.
Oh,
So
of
it held-
course,
and it held-
DVS. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just, yeah.
Why?
My
Why
wallet,
though?
my keys, my phone, everything.
But like, okay, so when we say phone, we don't mean $1,000 iPhone.
It was a razor.
A
Was it
razor.
a razor or a sliver.
It was still the phone to have.
Yeah, I mean, it was still. I mean, I don't want to say top of the line. I don't honestly don't remember, but it was
Probably
either
like
it
300
was
bucks.
either a flip razor or it was the razor sliver. You remember
The
that?
slide up.
No.
That was just a stick. It looked like an old phone, right? Like, no, is the one it didn't slide or
It
nothing.
did slide. I mean, it was newer than the
It
razor.
was a fixed. I didn't know it was a flip. I thought the
It is a
razor
flip.
sliver was just like a
It's
candy
just
bar.
a phone. Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh
a
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
It's the candy bar. That's what I'm
Sure.
saying.
Okay.
It does
Mine
no
was black and
flip.
gray.
It just looks like an open razor.
Because I had a
Yeah.
razor
Yeah.
at one point, and then that came out after.
But, like,
because
what-
it has a bigger screen.
What possessed you to puke in your shoes and not just on the
I was
floor
blacked
in
out,
the
man.
toilet?
It was 3 a.m. I rolled over and just threw up. I thought I was just throwing up on the floor.
And you just hit your shoes. So you
I didn't know at the time it was in my
Okay,
shoes.
so you
I
didn't
woke up the next morning.
specifically puke in your shoes.
Correct.
The way the story played out in my head was you
No,
grab your shoe and you like
No, I was on a futon, kind of like what Joseph's on right now, and I just rolled over and threw up on the floor and went back to sleep.
And the shoes were there.
And my shoes were there. And I actually did a phenomenal job of landing in the shoe. There wasn't much throw up on the floor. So my
Have you ever
shoe
been
filled
blackout
up.
drunk, Joseph? Never?
It's only twice.
Oh. Yeah, I think I've only been blacked out like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, only twice.
One of those times was no, it wasn't here for you. It was for me.
Both of mine were at Brandon's, or I'm sorry, Brian's.
Yeah.
One was one was on a pool table, and one was on a soap.
Brian is an enabler when it comes to drinking.
Anyways,
What's the next topic?
Since we moved on to another drink,
Oh yeah, what's next?
we need another
This is
topic. Matt
I'll
wants
wait.
something.
I'll wait. Keep going. All right.
Oh, we have more iced teas for you to try.
I'm good.
Or maybe a Club Tails for Matt.
Oh, you want a Club Tails? We have a Long Island.
Yeah, actually. Unless we drink that one. We did drink that one.
Oh,
I'm not drinking a tall can of Long Island.
it's so good.
I'm sure it is.
It's not.
That's not the problem. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, we do. No, that's
I've been enjoying the Captain Morgan Long Island, the pre-made stuff.
Oh, is that good?
It's actually pretty good.
It tastes
That's not
syrupy
bad.
after a while to me.
Well, I mean, I think all those premixes taste syrupy after a while.
Yeah.
Okay, Joseph, hit us.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
All right, so next topic is somewhat related to the previous one. This one, we're going to talk about like one of our first gaming PCs as far as like the specs go, what games we would play, things like that.
Okay, I know Brandon's not going to remember any specs.
Barely remember my own.
I got it.
I couldn't even tell you what I have now.
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is a Chris and Joseph segment.
All right. So it was 1996.
Oh, God.
My dad told, like, we kept telling him we want a computer for homework, for schoolwork and stuff like that. And my dad was very pragmatic when it comes to that. So he said, oh, okay, yes. And then we asked, can we get any games on that? And then the guy just gave us a list of games. And we're like, we want these ones, right? Well, that list apparently did not make it onto the computer anyways. And it was like a pre-built that he just sort of customized. But it was somebody from his work. And so we got the computer. It was a CTX computers with a Pentium 233. It's a Pentium MMX 233 megahertz CPU, 64 megabytes of SD RAM, PC 133, I think. And it came with an S3 Verge graphics card, which is a terrible graphics card. And so we played Descent on it. Descent, Star Wars, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter with the joystick. Yeah, it was good times back in those days.
What up, Eric Day? How you doing?
And yes, and eventually I tried to upgrade the graphics card to play specifically Warcraft 3. But by that time, we needed a new computer. So it turned out that computer didn't have an AGP slot. And so on eBay, I bought an S3 Savage graphics card, which was a competitor to certain NVIDIA graphics cards back then, but it sucked. Never mind the fact that my computer didn't even have the slot for it. So I traded it to James, of all people. Oh, man. I think I just had it lying around. Why am I remembering James? No, I didn't. That was a different thing. But we got rid of it, and we got a GeForce, eventually another computer, and then we threw a GeForce 4 MX420 that also didn't have an AGP slot in it. So we got a PCI version, and then we can play Warcraft 3.
AGP is what you used to put video cards in.
Quick note, and Chris, what did AGP stand for? What does AGP?
Accelerated Graphics Port.
My first computer came in a box that looked like a cow. Pretty
Oh,
sure
Gateway.
it was a Gateway IBM.
Gateway.
Yeah, and we played. What game did we play on it? Zuma,
Oh, yeah, with the
the
thing that
balls,
moved.
yeah. And that's all I remember.
Can I ask a favor for you,
Nope.
of you, Brando? Can you ask Kat to open the door for Eric? He's in the front of the house.
Oh, is he actually? Oh,
Yeah,
Cat.
Olga's busy, so.
Can you go open the front door for Eric?
I don't remember my first. I don't remember the specs. I remember I had an old Hewlett Packard.
So hold on.
I finally bought
Real quick.
My mom bought a
Matt.
Sony Vaio,
Matt.
Sony Vaio, whatever.
Am I unmuted or no?
You're good.
Okay.
Talk. It's just we can't
Sorry.
hear you in the headphones, that's all.
Oh, sorry.
So you gotta speak
So, it doesn't have to be like your first gaming computer, just, one from back in the day. So, if you have a better memory of something more recent, that's cool too.
I don't like I had a Sony Vaio, and I remember I kept that case forever, and I just kept replacing everything in it.
Until you just couldn't fit more parts in it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a Radeon card. It had like a ice blue shell on it. It was like a 6900 XT.
That's a twin
or
frozer.
something like
That's
that.
an MSI twin frozer, my friend.
It wasn't MSI. It had a.
Oh,
Man, I don't know.
HIS. That's HIS. That's an Ice Cube.
Yes,
Ice Cube Turbo.
Yes, that's what it was. So I remember throwing one of those in there. That was amazing, playing WoW and stuff on that. But my first I was console gaming first. So I had Nintendo, I had Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I had
So you went from
PS1, PS2, and Xbox 360. And then after Xbox 360 is when I finally switched to computers.
See, I switched to computers after PS2.
Okay, no, I did one more. I did Xbox 360, and while I did Xbox 360, I was also doing PC at the same time.
Yeah. So
Because that was around, because Xbox 360 was the first console I bought with my own money working at SC.
see, I was secondary PC gamer and primary console up until the
True,
Dreamcast,
I am.
and then the Dreamcast. When that died, then I switched over to fully PC only.
I would say I've been fully PC for the past like 10 years or so. I've had the newer consoles. I have the refrigerator looking Xbox. I think it's called an X. I don't remember. S?
I don't know. They keep recycling their names. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It looks like a refrigerator. I bought it because it had the new NHL game on it. I played one game of the new NHL game and just never went back.
Mhm.
I have not. I've literally played that thing for 15 minutes. We got Tech Lancer in the house.
It's sad you have to remember his, yours, and
Mm-mm.
everybody else.
I can remember most people's, mostly
Yeah.
because computers, gaming computers. Yep. Mostly because I had a hand in
Yeah.
practically all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember going from, and I might be wrong in the size of what it is, but from 56K to
broadband.
to broadband
Mhm.
and how much difference that made in our online gaming.
Oh yeah.
Like that blew me away to just have
Mhm.
like oh no.
Like, luckily, I didn't have to do DSL. I was able to go straight to cable.
But yeah,
Like,
that and then
1 megabit download.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
RAM.
amazing.
Can you
The-
open that window?
the RAM is what got me. Like I feel like I went from again 56K to 256 or to our first gig, and then you're thinking, oh my god.
Yeah, when we first got broadband, we went from dial-up to broadband, and we were amazed at being able to download NVIDIA drivers in like a minute instead of like an hour before. And it was only 45 kilobits a second down. That's all we were getting on our first broadband back in the day.
So this isn't video game related, but it is computer related. Did you guys ever like go to school after queuing up like 3 or 4 albums on LimeWire
yeah,
just to come home and like having like 2 or 3 songs corrupted and having to re-download them?
Kazal.
and then
Cause all
and then you
LimeWire-
listen to it and it wasn't the right song.
Almost ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember going to my ex-girlfriend's house in high school. So can't get mad at me because it was before I knew her. But like I could download a song by the time like we were hanging out, and I'd download like the album within like 10 minutes, and I was like, the whole album's done? Like the whole thing. And she's like, yeah. And it would burn faster. Like I could download it and burn it before I could go home and like download a whole record. It was crazy.
Wasn't that cool? Like,
Remember when I got my first 56X CD burner?
yeah, wasn't that like that was like a big thing? Like,
It was gigantic. I didn't have to
Dude.
steal CDs from Best Buy anymore.
dude, there was this guy at my school who he was one of the few kids that had broadband and a CD burner.
Are they laced with anything? Because I know you, man.
He doesn't do any drugs.
I was one of those guys, but it was in middle school. I made a list and passed it here. I made a list and passed it around the middle school and be like, hey, write a list of what
Yep.
albums you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew a guy in school. He actually bought his first car doing that.
Oh,
car?
yeah.
A
He
whole car?
bought the
Was it a
whole
Volkswagen
car.
He
Rabbit?
downloaded a car?
He's like, he was 3D printing cars? What?
With early adopter right there.
I remember when I got my first 56X burner, you could burn a whole CD in 2.5 minutes.
Mhm.
It was amazing.
And then you get that really big stack of CDs for like,
Yeah.
CD,
And now,
CDX.
I
That
still,
was me and Chris back in
yeah, I still have some of the stacks I use just for storage. And
Yeah. They work well for storage.
And the best thing is it's 2 pieces of storage. You get one you can put on your disc, and then you take that lid off of it, and then you can put stuff in that.
Yeah. I haven't had a game come on CD in probably 10 years. Every game I bought just has a download code.
That's a
now.
good topic. Okay.
I don't own a single.
What's the last game that you got on a disc that wasn't on a console?
Oh, not on a console?
Yeah, because obviously that's a cheating. That's a cheater answer.
Can I use another cheater answer and use an expansion?
Age of Conan.
Really?
Think so.
I guess that was 10 years ago, huh?
I think that's the last one.
Yeah.
What's the last game, Chris? I don't even.
Last game on disc that we got.
I mean, we were doing
Joseph, what do you think?
way back.
If you're talking about PC,
Yeah, PC.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh,
That's a good one. Mine was Cataclysm.
okay.
World of Warcraft Cataclysm.
Well, I guess
we have the box set for every single World of Warcraft that's come out.
I guess for
That's
me,
my choice.
it's one of the Call of Duties.
Yeah.
I
But
used-
it came on a CD.
As soon as I didn't have to buy disc anymore, I stopped buying discs.
That's what we did.
I think
So like the last time I had to buy one, I think was Age of Conan.
I feel like Eric was the one who got me the last one. Was it maybe I don't know if it was Fallout 4, but one of the Fallout ones.
Oh, Jason got me Fallout 4 with a new graphics card, so I did get that one.
there you go.
You're right.
Yeah.
I did get Fallout 4 on disc.
But yeah, there it is. The last disc. Whoever would have thought? Imagine that like somebody came and whispered into your ear, and the moment that you got that last disc, like this is going to be the last physical media video game you're ever going to get on this platform.
All right, so to get not to get all gloom and doom and death and what's that called?
Where's the pineapple?
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, we got to try pineapple.
Yeah, try the pineapple.
We'll try pineapple next.
Can we grab that, Joseph, please? Not to get what's that called when you're like extra planar? No. Well, it's not morbid. Either way.
Let's all take this little trip down the road with
You're gonna,
Brandon.
you're
No,
gonna,
there's no
you're,
trip.
You're
It's
gonna go
just-
like Cosmos.
Yeah,
right?
like existential dread. I'm
There
not
it
trying
is,
to give people
existential.
existential dread, but how often do you guys think of, is this the last time I'm ever going to do this? Like the last time with the disc, you're like, this is probably the last game on disc that I'll ever buy.
No,
How many times you never think?
not with the disc. But
No.
I've had that thought. Eventually, I'll pick up my daughter for the last time.
That one fucks me up, and I
Yeah.
don't have a kid.
Yeah.
But it
if I
fucks
think
me-
about that, eventually your kid will get too big, and you'll never know when the last time you
Yes.
picked him up.
That fucks me up. I think about that with my goddaughters.
Because, I mean, if I want to, I'll go pick Lily up. She's freaking almost 16.
Watch
if
it.
I want to.
You're gonna blow your back out, and
I mean-
your knees are gonna go.
Oh yeah, but
It's kind of hard to pour.
Yeah, that's right here.
Smells
Yeah.
amazing.
It's not the same as picking up like a child, though.
Yeah.
You're like I
I
can
guess
pick up.
physically you can go get it.
My
Yeah.
dad is strong enough to
But
pick
you understand
pick
what
up
I'm
me and
saying.
Eric.
But, like,
when they're
the-
smaller, you pick them up all the time.
Yeah, and they
Eventually-
want to be picked up. Like,
Correct.
when's the last time Haley's going to come to you and be like, Dad, pick me up?
Correct.
It
So,
could be next week, and you'll never know it.
correct.
And that fucks me up in my head. And I don't even have a kid.
But I never had that thought. I was excited when I never had to buy disc again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like I collected some boxes. Like I did collect a lot of the WoW boxes, a lot of the cool looking art, but it takes.
You got to try a
space.
little smidge, little smidge.
Yeah.
So-
That stuff takes space.
Right, another topic.
That's there you
we
go.
still have that collection of all of their old shit that they continued on.
I just have all the,
So
all
Tech
the
just asked
collector's
right now,
edition.
like, who has the collection of their like the old stuff? And it's funny because like me and Joseph have had conversations about this, making our like a bookshelf with all our old discs and game boxes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just have that as decoration. Somewhere.
That is a good decoration. Back
Yeah.
before you needed it.
Yeah.
Now it's just a decoration
Yeah.
for fucking
But now
old
I've
white
come
guys.
back around because I'm also hating the fact that I own nothing.
I told you that.
So like I'm
Okay,
starting to
he
realize,
wanted to start throwing away his kids' popcorn buckets from Disneyland and all their Legos
that's not what I
and
mean.
all their Barbies.
Digitally, like
Yeah.
when everything is on digital, as soon as a platform
You-
decides to not carry it,
Exactly.
anymore,
That's
you no
my
longer-
problem with digital, and that's how it's always been. Is it's you've never technically owned it. You've owned the right to play it, and as soon as they decide, oh, we don't want to do this anymore, you just don't get it anymore.
NFTs before.
And,
Yes.
in a manner of speaking, I guess. Although NFTs,
And do we?
Advertising
bought an
someone's
NFTs, you're an idiot. Like,
Nuh-uh,
that was
John's not an
ridiculous.
idiot.
I got mine.
John's not an idiot. John's one of the smartest people I know.
I got mine for free.
I don't have an NFT. Do we pound
Cheers.
this? Do we pound it?
I'm going to.
No, we're gonna let's savor it. Joseph, yeah, cheers.
I think we pound it.
Nah, you might. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, was expecting that.
Oh, that's
though.
good.
This cold would be better. Joseph don't like it, but this cold would be better.
You don't like it?
This
Cold,
is
I think, would be great.
This definitely goes in like I don't know if a Coke is the right thing. Maybe like a soda of some
You
kind.
just drink it straight.
I'm
I would
Nice.
think with a Sprite.
I'm thinking,
Here,
yeah.
If you had to mix it,
Just like get a tiny sip. I think
yeah,
that
it's
because
very
Why would you
onios.
not drink it straight?
Eric is very sensitive to the taste of alcohol. I don't think,
But
you
it's
get-
very
I don't think you
onios.
Get it on that one.
I tell you, because alcohol makes me gag. That's
So,
probably-
so
No.
that's right. He's
Oh,
very
I-
sensitive to the taste.
There's
of
think it's-
alcohol in it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna like say
It's
there's
just
no
straight
alcohol,
booze.
but you could drink that
I don't really
straight.
taste it.
See what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's not.
See what I
Yeah,
mean?
Like,
but it's
why would
very
you-
onios forward instead of
I mean, when I drink
alcohol
it,
forward. Yeah,
I
like
do
I
wish
drank
it-
that whole
so-
shot, and I think it's fine.
I do wish it was colder.
I agree.
So to me,
But
with
I
the,
wouldn't put Sprite in it.
right,
I think if you had to mix it with something,
There's-
Sprite would be a good.
yeah,
You
okay.
don't have to.
I'm not saying. Oh, I'm gonna fucking punch him in the goddamn head.
My point
I'm
is
gonna
my
do
point
it.
is this seems like it's gonna go very well in the mixer.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Huh.
This is a mixer drink. Well, I guess it says it's a liqueur, so that basically means it's a mixer drink.
But isn't it already? It's already multiple drinks.
Yeah,
It is.
Passion fruit, vodka.
Cognac.
It's already mixed for you. Except I drink it.
no, it's not beer. It's liquor.
It's just
It's-
4 different kinds of liquor.
It's vodka, cognac, passion fruit, and jizz or something. I don't know. I forgot the fourth
Jizz?
one. I don't know. What was the fourth one? French Vosop, cognac,
That's the cognac.
passion fruit, and vodka. So it's 3.
Oh, okay. I think it's good.
You want
It's vegan free. Or it's good for vegan.
you want another cup?
There's
Joseph?
no meat in here.
No, but he has a big cup and a little cup.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna finish this then.
It's pretty good.
You got more?
I think it's a good time to take a
What's
quick
the what's
break
the
for
alcohol
me.
content?
17.
So it's the
No.
same as a pre-mixed Long Island.
It's
Yeah.
just a liqueur. That's a liqueur percentage.
I would just drink that.
Like
Yeah,
Amaretto-
I would just drink it straight on the rocks. You're right.
amaretto or something. On the rocks might be okay.
But if I had to mix it, I think Sprite would be really good. Also, speaking of Sprite, not a sponsor, but they have a new drink that's out for holidays. It's winter spiced cranberry Sprite.
that sounds pretty good,
Dude, it's better than normal Sprite for sure. I can't get enough of it, and my wife keeps putting Tito's in it.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, it's fucking killer.
All
Either way,
right.
I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break. You guys could keep talking or take a break too. It's just me.
We'll just talk.
What do you think of the cookie?
It's a cookie.
It's
Like
I'm not a
Good.
big cookie friend. Cookie
cookie
guy.
fiend. Cookie fiend.
It's pretty good. It's not an Oreo, but it's still good.
You're partaking in the break, Joseph? Okay, sure.
I'll stick with you. I won't leave you.
Does Tech want to jump on the mic? Yeah. Go
Bring your penis stick.
I'm all dirty from the horses, though.
I'm not worried about it.
He'll go out. He'll go out. He'll go out.
Oh,
Chewy.
Bring your penis stick.
Hey, look.
beef stick was an option, but when he
I didn't know that. I didn't know this.
He said he's going to the market.
I text. Anybody wanted something?
You did.
I grab a beef stick everywhere I go too.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I asked if anybody wanted
You
anything.
did? No,
not
100%.
something that you think about. It's something that you see and go, I want that. Like I never.
I want that shirt. I just now saw it.
He made that shirt. I don't know if you saw the comment from Eric Day. He made that in Vegas. Eric Day saw it.
That's pretty-
Yeah. So yeah, that was a $50 shirt, but it was
It
made.
matched my toenails.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna ask you to take those off.
Yeah, my toenails are purple right now.
Well, that could mean good or bad.
Ellie the elf did it.
Oh, okay, then good.
Yeah.
Not purple because you dropped the engine block on it.
No. No, the nails are painted purple by Ellie the elf.
Yeah. See, is that the Flamin' Hot?
No, it's just a regular.
Oh, dude, the Flamin' Hot one's good. Yeah.
Everybody out there in the
Beef stick.
Twitch
So,
land.
so I didn't know this. That something about me and Eric have in common is that we're definitely when we go to like road trips, gas stations, whatever, beef stick,
You like
beef stick life.
processed meat shoved in a tube.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, dude. I just finished like the Duke's beef sticks from Costco. They come in a big old bag. I would get a few of them in my lunch every now and then.
I mean,
but-
at home I have a big old. Was it the 24 pack from Sam's?
Oh yeah, he buys beef sticks in bulk.
Yeah. I mean, I get the Slim Jims.
And then when I go to the house, I'd be like, yoink, little Slim Jim, bye. But then one time I was hanging out with Alex and our other brother, Alex, and I bought a beef stick. And then he goes, why do you and Eric like beef sticks so much? You always get beef sticks everywhere. And I'm like, I didn't know that. It's just that it was like I just thought I was,
Well, we can tell who's adopted them.
Oh, I mean,
that's a mean joke.
What's the next topic, Joseph? Oh,
Damn. He muted it too. He can't even see the empty chair. Matt, I'm sure there's something you want to talk about.
Trash.
Right there. Yeah. Either one.
I mean, nothing comes to mind.
Both are trash. I'll take that out later to recycle it. So both.
I was expected to be asked questions, not being asked.
You know, I can't. I'm here to read. Sorry, I'm here to
read, not to lead.
Yeah, that's it.
So does anybody got questions for Tech? Since I'm never here.
Who's Eric Day?
Eric Day is a supporter through YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and all sorts of stuff. He lives in. Actually, I'm not going to say that on stream because I don't know if you want it out there. But we met him at TwitchCon when we went to Vegas as well. So he's also another creator as well. Tries to create some content, and right now his content is going to be revolving around sort of like a men's mental health kind of thing.
Very good. I don't like Apple Tree though. He called me fat.
Oh, I don't know who that is. So
it's
thank
been
you for stopping by.
It's been a while
But
since I've seen you.
hey, wait a second. Wait a second. He called you Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith right now isn't fat.
That's true.
That old Kevin Smith was fat.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Smith hasn't been fat in like
Yeah.
Yeah.
His face is all sunken in now.
Dude
He's gone
has-
too far the other way.
he hasn't been fat in like what,
It's
like
about
10
3
years?
No,
Three?
no, it's about 3 years. He had his. Oh no.
No, it's
This
been
is before
longer. It's
COVID.
been longer than you think. Yes.
I don't think it's been 10.
Okay, maybe 10, but like 6.
Let's see.
6.
When did
Just
he
say
have his
when
heart
did he have his
attack?
heart attack? Yeah, that's it.
That was like 10 years ago. I remember.
Tech thinks 10. I think 10. I want to say it's 2014. Let's see. Come on, Matt. Give us the answers. Jamie, pull it up.
Just look at the comic special. It's called
Just-
Kevin Smith something.
No, heart attack. That has to be it.
I know, but it's not giving
But
me a
he
date.
had the heart attack at the filming of that special.
February 25th.
When did
Thanks a lot.
Kevin Smith have his heart attack?
I think in 2018.
February 25th.
2018? Yeah, I got February.
I got to bring up the
I
article.
think it was
to the date.
2018.
2018.
Was
Yeah.
it 18?
I think it was 18.
Yeah, it's 18.
And it just feels
So
like
not yeah, it feels longer.
I mean, it's still 5
Yeah.
years.
Okay.
And then he didn't get super skinny right away,
But
so
he-
let's go with 19.
Well,
But
yeah.
I met him at the Hollywood Babylon.
Brando's saying that he met him.
Fucking- He was a ghoul. Like I met him when he was fat and he was jolly and nice, and then I met him when he was a ghoul and I was scared of him. He came out and I was like, "Holy shit!" Even Kat did.
I went to a
Kat's not paying attention.
we went to the Babylon. I think I don't know, man. Was it right before or right after COVID?
I think you went
And
after.
it was the Van Buren Drive-In, and him and Ralph Garman showed up. It was during COVID, maybe.
Both
Oh, that's
of you-
why they did it at the
Hey,
Van Buren.
what
You're
was-
right, it was during.
Both of you guys are
What was it?
Ralph Garman fans. I'm sure you
love
both know
What
that.
was their podcast?
What's up,
They
Eric?
had a podcast because I used to listen to their podcast like a long time
Yeah,
ago.
Hollywood Babylon. Isn't
Yeah.
that the podcast?
Yeah, Hollywood
Yeah,
Babylon.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
That's-
they both showed up in the DeLorean, in the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Yeah, and that's when I used to listen to them a lot, and I remember like literally like the next day after it happened because Peter wasn't on, and he made the announcement that he had a heart attack. Oh,
Mm.
and he said if it wasn't for where he was at, he would have died.
And weed.
Was for Whedon.
He said weed.
So
No, but
he was so stoned that night that he was able to keep himself calm. So in the ambulance, you're even saying, it's like, dude, we don't even know how you're alive. Like,
Closer.
luckily you kept your heart rate so low. He was like, well, I was so stoned, I was just calm the whole time.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
weed, he actually says weed saved his life.
Yeah, that's why he said he got the Widowmaker, like this the worst heart attack you can get.
It should have killed him, but
But he didn't.
Weed and the proximity of where he was at.
Jake Paul wins first round knockout. No problem. He fought a nobody.
we
and
know what
won.
Weezenator is watching.
At least we know that Jake Paul can beat hands, even if it's professional boxing. Because the guy that he fought, I looked it up right before the podcast, was 10-1. Now, 10-1 record in professional boxing is nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. It's just the fact that the guy
All right,
is a
I'm off.
legitimate pro
I want to be
boxer.
sitting over there, like on the screen, this way, right there, like that right there, that place, that front, yeah, there. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun with it. I get goofy when I do all this stuff. Hey man, you do you. Chris knows that I get all goofy when I do.
Mm-hmm. Matt does too. Did you see what he drank out of? Show him the spermie.
I
didn't drink
I
the
drank a
spermie.
sperm. Here you go, Eric.
Yeah, that looks like a fucking crack pipe.
It's a sperm.
Looks straight out. What the?
Okay.
That's going to
So
be a
here's-
very
here's a-
melty crack
Yeah.
pipe.
Here's a question for you guys. I mean, it does for sure.
It's fine. No, it's not.
So My question is, if every time a crack pipe doesn't have bubbles, idiot.
No, whatever.
My question is, if every time you beat off and a sperm this size came out and you had to stomp it to death, would you keep beating
I know
off
you've
4
heard
times
this
a day?
Okay, I know you. I know you got that from somewhere.
Oh,
but
the
I've heard
internet.
that.
The
Yes,
internet, for
I
sure.
heard that too.
I agree.
That's scary.
It is pretty scary. I'm gonna drink this mixed cocktail.
Does it talk?
No, I think it just goes.
I'd whack it.
Kill me.
That's talking.
I mean, that's to say, if it comes out talking and like, oh man, that's different. But
Okay,
if
now
it just squirm around the floor, I'm
but-
hitting it with a
yo, if it comes out talking, now you're
hitting it with a shoe like a spider.
now you're almost starting to sound like it's like Greek mythology where things are
Yeah,
just
yeah.
born out of the thigh of a person and they're fully
The
armored.
head of
Wonder
Zeus.
Woman sculpted from clay.
All right, I'm gonna make this mixed beverage. We bought a bagged mixed beverage. I'm gonna make it, but I need a big cup for
Oh, you
Matt.
got a second one?
We did, but I need a big cup for Matt
Why?
because I need to put it in a big cup.
Okay.
Because this is just gonna be for me. Cat, can you go grab me a bunch of ice, please?
Yeah.
Damn it. Olga's all like, are you sure you need everything? Before she got busy. And I'm like, I don't think I'll need ice.
So I bought this. It's like cocktails ready to go.
Okay,
And
so we've seen this on Instagram.
On Instagram. This one is like pretty. It's like a weird. Yeah, it's a weird thing. We have the limon shaker packets that we had when we were kids. We have a Tito's vodka,
Butter pecan moonshine.
butter pecan moonshine, and then these like tamarindo balls that I can't imagine would go good with butter pecan.
Yeah, exactly. But okay,
The Fiero Rocher for sure goes with it.
before we move on to that, Joseph, what's next in the
Oh, yeah,
drink
yeah.
the drink list? I know you have your stuff.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Let's get a Joseph drink.
Joseph, drink. Joseph, before topic.
Before we do that, can we give a hand for Tech filling in for Brandon while he smoked and peed? All right, go for it, Joseph.
Those are the only 2 topics I had.
Oh no!
Drink.
No, that's fine. That's fine
Drink
because
list.
we branched off a lot. But what do you have next to drink? You said you had everything down there.
Yeah, let me bring something up for you guys.
Okay,
Hold on a
great.
second.
Because if I need to grab something from the fridge, let me hear too.
Drink some, dude. That stuff is so good. Just take a little sippy. No?
Wait a minute. Who does not like IPA?
Everybody likes IPAs.
West Coast or East Coast hazy style?
I don't drink beers,
Matt doesn't.
but I will try
No,
anything.
they're different. They're different. There's
Would you
different-
try? There's a new.
I will try any drink here. I'll cut you off there.
No, I know, but
It's a hazy. I want it. Huh? Yes. Yeah, we had it on stream.
yeah, we had it on stream.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
good.
was good. So
Very
Matt,
good, actually.
there's a beer coming out, and I
Good.
think Amaranth is doing it. It's her
No.
It's her vaginal juices mixed into.
Oh my god.
I think it's either an alcohol or something.
Oh,
my
food,
It's a yeast.
food theory talked about it. No, I know about it. It's ridiculous.
What the?
There's so much powder coming off.
Oh shit. Was this only from? Was I supposed to share more of this?
Yeah.
Oh. Here you go.
No, I got enough.
It's because he's making his own drink. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, so that works out.
Yeah, it's a West Coast hazy.
It's an East Coast hazy. Well,
Ooh.
hazy generally means East Coast style IPA. So if you're wondering about what a West Coast IPA,
Because I poured.
I
the
know,
whole-
I know. That's what I was.
that happened to me earlier. I said the same thing. It's like you gassed us, dude.
Yeah, it fucked me up.
Pepper spray.
Tell the stream that, Joseph.
What's the difference between IPA and pussy juice beer? Was that the question?
That's the next
West
question.
Coast or East Coast?
West Coast. Okay. First, they don't really call them East Coast IPAs except for like Pliny,
Yeah.
right? But Pliny pioneered the style that became known as hazy IPAs.
Yes.
And so West Coast IPA is that what you hear people talking about, very bitter, very hoppy beer. That's a West Coast IPA. The East Coast IPA takes that hoppy and bitterness and sort of cuts it with a juicy flavor. So when you drink it,
Cocaine.
when you drink it, oh my God, you get more fruit juice sort of a flavor out of it. That's the difference. And I don't like West Coast
So an
IPAs.
East Coast
Okay,
is more fruity.
Yes. In more ways than one.
Is that the Thorough hat?
I don't know where these hats came from. It's super old, and I don't know where they came from. They're
Vintage. We use the word vintage around here.
It's from the 90s. There's a second one.
I don't have anything to stir it with, so I guess I'm gonna stir it
Want
with
it.
my sperm.
You forgot the
I didn't know where it came from. It was
I don't
just in
think
my
that's gonna
stuff.
taste good inside of it.
Yeah.
Here, scrape the sides. Shit stuff down.
No, Brandon, no, said Weaves. How many
Oh, it's
sacks
gonna be
are
bad.
putting in that
But
thing?
Yeah, it's a snack, like a drink sack from Instagram. Like they had it at my liquor
Oh
store.
my God.
Well, I was watching a video about Amaret's beer, but basically they took like the bacteria strain from here.
It's a yeast
And they
thing.
added it like into the yeast. So
Yeah.
it's a crop.
Everybody
I
in here
mean-
is about to run out from being choked out by the dust.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
it's like when
I'm on the window. I'm good. I'm chill.
yeah, you're good, but like when our mom would cook the chiles.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember
Matt knows this too.
I cooked with horseradish once, and apparently you're not supposed to cook it in a pan. It just made pepper spray my whole kitchen, and I about died.
Hey, you want to? I was like, you want to clear your sinuses? You cook some chilies, slow cook water, put them in the blender and blend them up. Take a sniff of that.
Looks like vomit, Brandon. Yeah, here. I'm gonna get closer to the.
Yeah, hold it up in front of the camera before we cheers for this last drink. Not last drink. But I can crop in, but I can't physically zoom.
This smells good. I don't wait. You're taking your.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Taking too long.
It's focused. It's focused. Hold it.
Because this actually smells pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
And
And it lost focus, but yeah, it does look like a shake.
That's not bad.
You don't.
That's not bad.
Hold on, let me try this.
You want more? You can pour it out from here.
100%. That's not bad.
Okay.
You're good. I gotta drink.
Ooh,
There's other stuff to try, and I gotta drive. So
that's good.
how is it?
Oh, this is
No.
wonderful. I didn't try this.
That's a
yet.
good hazy. That's a good
I tried the hazy.
Yeah.
The hazy, I haven't tried that yet, Matt.
Joseph,
Are you gonna
thank
try
you.
it first? Okay.
back
It's
to,
all booze. There's no mixer.
Yeah, I've been like 3 times now. The last time that I went to his brewery,
better than I was
he actually was
expecting.
there.
Really? Do you think it'd be better or worse with these?
We don't know what those taste like, so I don't know.
Tamarindo?
Yeah.
It's kind of a sweet spice.
Yeah.
It doesn't need any more sweet, and it doesn't need any more spice. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you drink out of? Right
I
here?
don't know.
Right here.
I
Yeah.
never buy that. I can tell you right now, like if I had an option to buy it, or
Dude,
it's better than
that's
you
real-
expected.
dude.
Is that better than the other one?
it's so good.
Like I said, it's better than you
Holy
expect.
shit, that's good.
I hope
It's not
nobody's
horrible.
sick.
I mean, he's licking the glass. I mean, like it's not amazing, but it's better than what you're probably
No,
expecting.
for just a mixed beverage,
That's
Well,
a complicated taste.
Yeah, but it's,
I like it.
does it need this?
No,
It doesn't
no.
need more spice,
It doesn't need more
No.
complication. Is
No.
what
Yeah,
doesn't
it
do.
also came with a Fiero Rocher.
I do think it needs to be mixed more though.
I agree, but I don't have a mixer.
That has like 3 different finishes and
Yeah.
2 different beginnings.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's really good.
It's pretty complicated.
What do you mean?
No, you have that, but I need
Literally,
like an electric, I need an electric mixer, like an
Version
emulsifier.
blender.
Yeah.
It really needs to be like
A classic bar doesn't have
It
those.
really needs to be emulsified.
But for the price, I don't think it's worth. These are $14.
Whoa.
What's it called? What's it like a margarita? Like
Margarita mixer?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need a margarita
Yeah.
mixer. Yeah. So funny story about that. Do you guys know what Big Al's is?
Yeah.
Big Al's Toy Barn?
No.
That too. Big Al's is like
In
a
Ontario.
it's like a Dave and Buster's, but for actual kids.
No.
Okay, well they have like ticket games and stuff.
And a bowling alley.
Yeah, and a bowling alley, and they have an adult only area, which is kind of cool. There's no boobs, but at least there's no little tiny.
So it's round one.
But not a lot of claw machines. Round one, I equate with claw machines.
Okay.
But either way, yeah, it's like round one basically. But we one night got all drunk and spent a bunch of money on tokens, and I swear that we got like 25,000 tickets, and we went to go trade them in for a Jimmy Buffett margarita machine,
Oh,
and
it
was
the
closed.
triple margarita thing.
Yeah, it was closed when we went in there, so we couldn't get anything out. So we're gonna go back this Thursday.
So I've tried one of those at Bitcoin Louie's dad's house.
Hell yeah, Bitcoin Louie's dad has the Jimmy Buffett margarita mixer.
We played like poker, and it was an interesting night.
Yeah.
It was actually stood out because I left Joe's wedding to go to Bitcoin Louie's party.
Yeah, every night I've ever had with Bitcoin Louie has ended in great success.
He's trying the tamarindo. The tamarine.
It's very tart.
Look at You're like, where's the haze? Oh God. All right. That's a clip.
People spend money on this?
That's a clip. White guy.
Very little money.
White guy tries
That's
Mexican
probably
candy.
10 cents.
Right there.
That's probably 10 cents.
Yeah. And it's full of lead.
It used to be for sure.
No, it is.
That's horrible.
Clip. All right, so Joseph has another subject for us, another discussion
That's
topic.
so good.
I don't know how you're liking that much. It's
That's
not
better
terrible.
than that.
The Ferrero Rocher, how dare you?
No, it is.
Ferrero Rochers are the best candy on the planet.
All right, Joseph, what do you got for us?
All right, so this next topic, it just came to me right now. Most memorable midnight release that you waited in line for.
Easy.
Yeah,
Fucking
Never
easy.
did.
we didn't do that.
World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King.
Can I have this?
Outside
let
of Best
me
Buy
get the-
on Van
thank you.
Buren. And that was the nerdiest I've ever fucking been in. Bless you. That is the nerdiest I've ever been in my lifetime.
I got Lich King a week ahead
Why?
from a 7-Eleven near SC Village. They didn't know they weren't supposed to be
Yeah, but
selling
you
it
couldn't
yet.
play it.
Didn't have to wait at midnight to get
Yeah,
it.
but wait. Okay, so I've waited at midnight for Burning Crusade, for Lich King, for Pandas when my dad died. So I did that over the internet. Cataclysm. We used to go to these midnight releases just for World of Warcraft. It was so much fun to sit there and be with 100 people that like loved the game as much as you did. It was so
The
nerdy.
closest experience I have to that, and I think Joseph may you may have partaken during this time frame, but we didn't know each other. I worked at Best Buy, and I believe it was 2008, maybe 2009.
You work for Best Buy?
The
Never.
orange box went on discount for half off.
Yeah, I love the orange box. It still holds up to this day.
I texted everybody I knew with PC. I'm like, you gotta come to Best Buy right now. Orange Box Black Friday special is 50% off. You can get 5 games. Like, come on. You've seen the Orange Box. We've had it in the house.
It's Portal. It's Team Fortress. It's
Half-Life
Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Gary's Mod, I
Gary's
think, was
Mod,
one of them.
I was gonna say, and I cut myself off because I don't remember.
I don't remember the last game. I didn't know it was 5. I only remember
Was it
Portal.
Portal 1 and 2?
Maybe no.
Oh, it might have been.
It was probably Deathmatch Classic or Deathmatch.
Honestly, the orange box that I bought only had 3 games on it. It was
I never
Team
got the
Fortress,
orange box, but I had
Portal,
all the
and
games.
Half-Life.
I feel like it was maybe it was 3. Maybe it was 3, and the other 2 were just like add-ons.
Chris,
Mm.
if it's not games, Chris got me a PS2. When you worked at,
The one
Best Buy, you put it inside.
Or the PS3 then.
PS3.
Yeah. PS3 at Best Buy. Yeah, I tried to. That
One other thing,
there
it was
was.
the same day.
I don't.
I think it was my receiver for my.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, it was audio video equipment. That was like the one of the best things to get discounts on at Best Buy because home theater AV equipment gave you the maximum discount.
Yeah.
So it was crazy good.
Do you guys remember Black Friday? I mean, I might be dating myself here a little bit. Not so much. Well, I don't know. No, all you guys are around my age. Fest would know. Fest would know. Didn't wait long for Wrath, but picked it up at midnight from a Walmart with a couple buddies. I pulled a 20-hour. Yes. Yeah.
Remember the old LG, the big screen that I got?
Yeah, the Rose Edition one with the dark red bezel. Yeah.
I waited like all. I mean, I saw it in it was at Howard's. I'll never forget it. I bought it at Riverside off for 91.
That's hilarious. Howard's.
Yeah.
Does Howard still exist?
I think it does.
Very few,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember every time I'd go to my grandma's house off Lambert in La Mirada, we would drive past the Howard's, the big black and yellow sign.
I'd always see that Howard's going to race out there.
That's
We're
hilarious.
serious, yeah.
That was like, and this was what 2005, 2006.
Yeah, it'd be 5 or 6. Yeah.
120 hertz, freaking 70.
That was one of the
70.
first 120 hertz out there from LG. They were doing 120 hertz almost before anybody.
That's crazy.
Black Friday special for 18.
Yeah, the Black Friday special I remember at Best Buy, and I don't know if you guys remember, they used to have music CDs. Every single one in the whole store was always 50% off on Black Friday deals. So I would always get the imports that were like $40. I'd always get all the import CDs for half off. And
There was just never a consumer product that I wanted where I would go to the store at midnight to go get.
Oh no, Black Friday was always in the morning.
Still,
No,
whatever.
You were
It's
waiting
fine.
on it. I mean,
Yeah, you're in
I
line all
literally-
night.
I think we had Thanksgiving at my folks.
Thanksgiving.
And then I just took off from there, and I just parked, and I was the first one. It was like 10 fucking night.
It's like, peace, I got to go buy a TV.
Yeah.
So
But
just
it was literally half off. Come on, I mean. this
And
was-
now you could buy that same exact TV for probably 150
5 or
bucks.
600.
No, but here's the thing.
Yeah, oh,
right?
yeah, I
This was
guess,
back
yeah.
in the day when we were like I was like, what, 19?
Eric needs a mic.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Eric should be on this couch with you guys. Like, if he's going to be talking this much, he might as well be on the fucking couch with.
Well, I'm just in the conversation.
Well, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be on a mic.
Exactly, so people can hear you.
That said, that's why I'm like dropping notes whenever he talks as to what he's saying. That said, Joseph, I think, has another discussion topic for us to move on to.
Yeah, so next discussion topic is hardware related.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm taking another break.
Chris, you are heavily involved in the beginning of this story. Do you remember the day I came over and used your 120 hertz monitor for the first time?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was Battlefield 4. My office was in the small office right here. Maybe it was Battlefield 3, but I'm pretty sure it was Battlefield 4 because this was 2014 and Battlefield 4 had been out already. So, and I had been a big proponent of 120 hertz for computers. And I still, you asked me, what else big upgrade can I have? And
monitors.
I said monitors. Because Brandon's rocking 75 hertz monitors.
But they're 34-inch monitors.
They're big monitors. So they're a good middle ground. I'll give you that.
They're gigantic, but the hertz isn't there.
Right. So, but because you're also streaming, it actually kind of works out in your favor because if you limit FPS to 75, you're not losing any visual.
I don't believe with the games that I play 140 frames per second is going to make that big of a difference.
So then back onto the topic, I'm pretty sure Joseph used to think the same thing. And we were all 60 hertz boys back then, except for me.
The game you're talking about with Battlefield, I don't play
I said this for every game, not just for shooters.
Because I'm playing World of Warcraft. Do you think 140 frames per second is going to matter?
Those special effects look so good in high
Matter in
frame
what
rate.
way? Like make you better?
No, it's not going to make me
Not gonna
better.
make you better.
I don't think it will.
Will it
I
make
just,
it more
just a
enjoyable?
pleasing experience. That's what we're getting. Visually, yeah. Okay, so then I was just like having my computer there. Was I believe back then it was my first 120 hertz monitors was an Alienware, and
I thought it was Asus.
no, I had an Alienware for 89 days because at the 89th day.
Sure, because he's a cheap bastard.
No. I bought a refurb because it was a good price. At day 89 of 90 days of warranty, it got a line of dead pixels. That is the only reason I'm like, maybe it's still under warranty. And I check it and they said day 89. And I'm like, whoa! And then they could not replace it. So they just gave my money back. And then I was back to 60 hertz. And I was a sad boy at that time.
Sad boy.
So Joseph sat down. I'm like, you just gotta check it out. Like I just basically said, try it out. And then he sat down and he's just like, whoa. Like he just was in amazement, moving the character around, running around.
So let me interject real quick.
Yeah.
It was like the equivalent of playing a game with a real graphics card. It was like that kind of groundbreaking.
It's by far the biggest upgrade. I don't even know how to like
it's not even
visually.
quantifiable, like
Yeah,
in
it's
terms of
not.
words.
It's more just enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's the biggest upgrade of enjoyability you could do.
Well, now I'm
By
going to go
far.
buy a fucking bigger monitor, idiot.
not
But no,
bigger,
it's not even
faster.
Like I think the Dell G Syncs was the biggest upgrade I've ever done in of all the years of PC gaming I've done.
So that's a
Probably.
great story. That's a great story because, so first of all, let me go back to the story with Chris. I remember just scrolling a webpage and seeing how smooth the webpage, and it was just so pleasing to the eye, to get those extra frames out of it. I was like, I'm ruined. I can't go.
Can't go back.
I can't go back. Like no, because when I went home, it was like sandpaper
no.
rubbing my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I cannot.
I think we all have that same story. Maybe not Helg, but going to a friend's house and seeing like just very superior quality of shit, and then going home and going, I'm downloading porn on 56K, and it's line by line. They fucking click it and it's there. It was never
It's just
porn
like
for
the
me. That was
MSI
just a joke.
60, the laptop.
Why is my porn buffering?
Oh yeah.
Like the MSI Ghost I sold to Wayne. Like that was the biggest upgrade I did.
Oh,
on
the
that
monitor
laptop.
to that
I
one,
switched
yeah.
from a 60 hertz screen to 100. I upgraded my laptop screen. I actually sent it into a shop to switch the screen out because I couldn't stand the 60 hertz screen on it. And it was like a 10 millisecond screen. It was a content creator screen, not for gaming.
Yeah.
It was
So-
horrible.
And
Yeah. No,
Biggest
go ahead,
upgrade
Chris.
ever.
Go ahead.
so that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to PC upgrades, if somebody's at the point where like they're wondering, like the games play good enough, right? Napkins, right there. The game. Oh, you know what? I got you over here, so you don't have to reach over.
Too late.
There, you get everything. So if your games play good enough, and you're happy there,
Yeah.
and maybe you can like unlock the FPS and see if you're getting over 100. Get a better monitor, not a better graphics card, not a different case, not better fan.
I mean,
not
the
a
better case always makes me feel better, though.
Sure, I guess because you're looking at it, but
Yeah.
still,
Even 100 hertz.
But then, what do you look at more than your case?
Yeah.
Your monitor,
Yeah.
right?
That's what.
All you look at.
Yeah.
So we already upgraded my system to 32 gigs of RAM, and with my 9900 XK,
okay.
I was close. I was fucking close for being somebody that knows nothing about this. They're not. They both have the fucking crossy thing.
It's just where it crosses. One,
Yeah.
one goes. Eh.
Either way, with my system, there's nothing really more I could upgrade before upgrading the system and the CPU.
Yeah.
And Helga's like, dude, just get more refresh rate monitors. Like, that's what you will see a difference.
So okay.
But here's the thing: anything over 120 is not really.
Everything over 120, sure. That's true. That's where I stand on it. All these ultra fast 240 hertz, 360 hertz, whatever, 144 hertz, and you get the majority of the benefit for your average person. So,
all you're doing is bringing the frame rates down.
yeah, if you don't have your heart, no, you're not going to bring your frame rate down by going with the high refresh monitor. You will just not see the maximum benefit of having one. That's the catch. So you have to have a graphics card that is already pushing your system, say, over 100 FPS for you to see the benefit. And if you can't hold over 100 FPS, then maybe, yes, upgrade your graphics card.
And I think
and then upgrade your monitor.
Just slightly under that upgrade, going from a TN to an IPS or OLED panel is almost as big of a deal.
OLED especially.
Especially OLED.
IPS is good. OLED.
But not everybody can afford OLED yet. But an IPS screen over TN,
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so we're buying a TV for Christmas for the family. Like, they already know, so if they're watching this, it doesn't really
afford
matter.
OLED, get OLED.
Yeah.
My thing is, I just want to know the difference between QLED and OLED. Why are they so? Is that
Okay.
to trick consumers into thinking they want an
Partially. Partially. What do
The only OLED that I know.
well, that's because it's affordable at this size.
When you look at the screen, it's a nice
I had OLED back in my Samsung Galaxy S7, so like 2013 or 14. Yeah, Samsung kind of started it. I'm not sure.
That was their claim.
So
what's cool about OLED is each pixel will fully turn off. It will give you the most true black picture. So like if something is black, like this is supposed to be black, but it's really like white and gray, right?
Yeah.
OLED would be pitch black on the black.
So it's like Vanta Black,
Sure.
Sure.
But on a QLED, you'll get 85% of the way there.
which is fine.
it's good, but what's actually
It's
better
good,
than
but it's not OLED.
here's what's more confusing is you can have QLED and mini LED together in one screen design, and mini LED starts bordering to like there's mini LED, micro LED,
Who's making
then
mini LED?
OLED.
Who's making it?
TCL, I have one.
Mini LED?
Yeah.
Like an actual mini
Yes,
LED?
it's a mini. I have a mini LED 4K TCL TV.
'Cause I thought all the companies kind of just gave up and went OLED.
It's because they don't make as much money off of mini LED, and so TCL being sort of the budget but nicer brand, they went with it.
Because I thought it kind of went the way of the laser disc. Like
Mm-mm.
it's superior,
No,
but
No,
OLED's
mini
just
LED
Okay,
is
so
more
laserdiscs
accessible.
are superior. Why don't I have laser discs?
laser discs were superior to VHS.
Technologically, they're superior, but then the studios got involved.
Well, no, it's just, they were superior to VHS. Like audio wise alone,
Yeah,
laser discs were superior
for sure.
But storing them, the price of the players was exuberant, and also video rental stores.
Yeah, they didn't.
Rental
carry 'em.
stores literally led the way, and it was a lot cheaper to do VHS than the laser disc.
I heard
And trying
that.
to rent out a
But-
laser
but-
disc gets scratched and ruined. And
Yeah, I heard when you tried to rent a VHS, the stores that bought them were buying them for like $1,000 a piece.
Correct.
Because
they would have to rent them out
Oh,
100
right,
times.
licensing and shit.
the licensing was crazy
so
to get VHSs.
So back to your point on the QLED thing. QLED is not talking about the lighting. OLED is. OLED is both lighting and color. QLED
So it is a
just
trick
color.
you.
It is kind of a trick, yeah.
Okay.
QLED is color. So then
still
if you're
light
going
panels.
if you're going to go with a QLED, then you want to get a TV that has the maximum number of what they call lighting zones. So if you have a bunch of zones and it's QLED and it's HDR and it has like a really high nits brightness rating, then it will look great and it will work great. But if it's like an HDR TV that doesn't have full array dimming, that's what it's called, full array dimming, If it
I've
doesn't,
stopped caring like 20 cents.
I'm just saying that like there's a buying a TV.
Chris, that's where you fucking.
Yeah, buying a TV isn't as simple, and it's just because my TV broke back in a few years ago, and that's why I ended up with TCL and did all this research myself. QLED is one thing, OLED is another thing. You want OLED, QLED is good, but if you have QLED, make sure it's mini LED or micro LED and it has full array dimming and
You can
HDR.
afford OLED, go with OLED. If
No,
not,
Chris sent me
you'll
a-
be happy with
Yeah,
QLED.
Chris sent me a 75-inch for like $350
Yeah.
bucks.
So
I'm fine with that.
half the time, if Brandon says, "Hey, Chris, can you recommend a TV?" I'm not going to have all these words back and forth. I'm
We're
just going
literally only doing that for this.
Picture good, TV big,
Yeah.
high.
I'll text.
Well, I mean, I'll use my knowledge to make the best guess of
It's Chris, and all of a sudden I'm just seeing.
They can't hear you. You're not on
When
microphone.
you guys can't.
But we're doing a podcast for people. We are people. I get it. I'm glad you're here and contributing. I'm just sad that they can't hear you.
Well, just put a mic on.
Dude, I love it.
We gotta
"Hey,
conform
Chris,
to
just put another
him."
mic, and then it's me going for 4 hours the night before.
We gotta conform to him who showed up at the last second. Instead of you just moving over there.
I was in here. The room was never taken down, and I was still in here last night from 8 to 11 fixing things and making.
I'd
sure
like you
everything was
guys to
good.
know.
It looks amazing, sounds amazing. Thank you, Chris.
I agree.
She like by the window. It's hot over there.
No, well, it's because I don't have the AC.
That's 'cause Joseph's over
going
there.
on.
It's
Burning
hot
up
because
a-
he's
You want
angry
the
at you
AC?
not being next to him.
Joseph, do you want the AC? I can turn it on. Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
Say something,
When
man.
he said open the window, I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm sitting
I got it,
here.
Brandon. I got it, Brandon.
Over there,
You
like
got all the
Jim
lights.
Carrey after eating that super hot, just pouring sweat. Oh, I'll take the air conditioner.
What the heck? Is it
Yeah,
on
that's
cool?
why I'm like, that's why I'm
Yeah, it's at 61.
Yeah, but it has to be on cool too.
I think it feels fine in here. I'm doing all right. I don't know.
Here, use the remote. Oh, I got it.
I got the Kevin Smith jersey on us. I think it's fine.
I have the remote here. All right.
Fuck it.
No! It takes so long to get another mic set
No,
up.
you just mic plug. That's what's so hard about it.
Plug where? In which one?
These aren't the mics.
Chris has got so many cables, he can wise stick.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. There we go. Now you're getting all there right there. Why don't you say something, man?
I could see him kind of sweating, and I'm like,
He's
uh-oh.
over there glistening. I think it's because Brando likes watching him glistening.
I do. That's why I invited
Producers
you.
can't complain.
That's how you make the muscles look good, right?
Do you have muscles, Joseph?
Dude, Joseph's ripped.
Are you? Do you have a six-pack? Do you have a six-pack?
No, he said-
He's got that CrossFit body.
You gotta-
Sometimes.
Do you have those divots going down to your wiener?
You mean the V on the
The
hips.
V?
Yeah.
No comment.
Oh, he does.
We got the chunk blob.
Yeah. I just got a hernia.
Did he just answer the phone? Is he literally over here on the phone?
You guys can't hear me anyways, right?
Eric
Yeah,
does
well, they
not
can't.
know podcast etiquette.
He can't. Nobody can hear me.
Who invited this guy?
Nope.
It still comes in somewhere. It's echoing in through.
Let's get another Arizona iced tea going.
Yeah.
Still a
that sounds-
distraction.
You know what? I have to use the restroom.
Let's get another question going.
Another what? Question? Yes. Got no
Hit a
topic?
On
BRB.
topic.
Hit a BRB. We'll get
I
another
do,
topic.
but let's wait
Yeah.
till. Did you want to take a break?
Yeah, hit a BRB.
I can go to the restroom.
We're already at about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
hit a
so
BRB.
We'll do one more topic, one more drink, and
Yeah.
and we're good. Okay, so we'll be right back, guys. We went
We gained 3 by being on BRB.
by being off screen.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, welcome back. We are back,
Pretty good.
and so you want more of it because last time I had the majority of it, so you get more of it this time. All right, because
What's our next drink, Helg?
so this is from Trader Joe's. This is Made West.
Cool, good talk.
We'll get there right now, but
Bougie
Joseph,
beer.
can you introduce this beer because this is your favorite right now, rather your pick?
Yeah, it's just one of my go-to drinks. Trader Joe's, like I mentioned, they sell a 4-pack of that for $10. If you go anywhere else, like La Bodega, Bevmo, they sell it for anywhere from $12 to $13.
Wow.
So,
Can you do me a quick favor? Tilt the mic back up. It's sort of sagging.
oh, sorry.
We know Chris likes to go limp, but
No, it's because it's sort of hacky mounted. So push it back a little bit on the mount, and then you'll be all right. There you go. Cool. There you go.
All right, well, I'm dry.
And so that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna keep an eye out for those. Drink more of it, man. By all means.
What do you want to talk about?
The screen. So to bring about the topic that we were last on, there's more to it than that. Joseph had seen high refresh rate gaming on one of my monitors, and then he set out to get one. Matt, in a separate experience, it wasn't off of my monitors. Why did you go with high refresh? Or maybe it was.
I think I just kept.
parties?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
So
Well, I don't remember.
hold on. So okay, Matt and I both had GeForce 1070s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
You had an MSI 1070. I had the EVGA. So we had really good cards back in the day. This is when we were playing what, like Battlefield 4,
3 and 4.
Gears of War 4,
Mostly 4, yeah.
Gears
At
of
that
War
point in time.
4.
Gears of War
That's
4.
when we really got in that game.
Yeah. I fought for your Gears of War 4 copy.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I kept the
Thank
car for
you.
a long time
Thank
because
you
I
so
remember even
much,
trying
yeah.
to play Cyberpunk with it.
Okay, why
So-
did
You
you
can do it. You
fight
can do
for
it.
the Gears of War? That sounds like a
So
story.
there's this bit of a story here. At the time that Joseph upgraded to a 1070, NVIDIA was advertising like crazy, even to the point where my wife was asking me, "Hey, what's that game?" That if you buy a GeForce graphics card, you get Gears of War 4 for free. And he bought one, and he did not get it for free. And so I contacted the company. The only reason I felt comfortable contacting them is because I was vaguely familiar with some of the people that worked there. And so I reached out to them. Messages went back and forth. Yours was a Zotac back in the day, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a Zotac.
It was a Zotac at first.
And
yeah, right.
Zotac was also local. A lot of these tech companies are here. They're in Chino. They're in Roland Heights. They're in City of Industry. They're in La Puente. They're here. And
no, Asians in City of Industry? Never.
well,
Pick up for MSI. I picked up. I've said Chris
tech
all-
would. Yeah, my brother's trucking. I would always pick up from
MSI is a
companies.
Taiwan company.
Yeah, I'm talking about the U.S. headquarters.
Oh, okay.
And anyways, so I reached out to them, and then they said, they went back. I went back and forth with them a little bit, and basically I verified the serial number, I verified the receipt, I verified that it was a purchase during the advertisement of this promo period and all this stuff, and then and then they just manually went and got a key and sent it to me, and I sent it to Joseph, and he got himself the game for free.
For free.
And that's when I knew Chris and I were friends.
Oh no, free stuff only.
No,
Well,
it wasn't about getting the free game. It was about him putting
That
in.
he advocated for you.
Yeah, he just put in so much effort, and like I did not expect him to do that for me at all. Like he would give me updates, like, "Hey, this is what they said. This is what I'm gonna do," and then like I don't know how long it took, but eventually,
About a week.
probably a good week or so, and then eventually I got my copy, and I mean, the rest is history. But yeah, that was like one of the best, the like most generous things that he's done for me. So
Yeah, because Joseph's not the kind of guy that really needs my help with the tech side of the computer stuff. So that's like Joseph can build his own computer, like that sort of thing. Like it's when you're friends with other tech people, there's only so much you can do.
Question: Who would you say if you guys were to go head to head? Who would like
Head to head on what?
like the same to build a computer?
well, I mean, so I hold on.
Speed, accuracy, like on what?
Hold on. So, okay. Well, first of all, so Chris and I both have a strong background in IT and, handling hardware and things like that. But he has a YouTube channel around that topic. So,
I practice more.
yeah, he has way more hands-on experience than I do.
Okay, now another question: Who would you think would you say would have a heads up on problem solving?
Probably Chris. Because
Again, he has a YouTube
he
channel
has a
dedicated
YouTube
to
channel.
that.
He takes questions.
I put tech in the frame now. It was cropped out. I opened up the crop so they can see it.
But
If you can point the mic, sort of his direction with both of you, then you'll be good.
Because going back to your first question,
Okay.
No, hold on. Let's finish the high refresh topic. So then he had a 1070 in that time frame, and that's when you were looking for a high refresh screen because that's when you felt appropriate. It was time to get one,
Right.
And
Because
then Matt was happening to look for one too.
right.
So
I didn't have a specific reason why. I just knew that was going to be my next big upgrade.
Right, but
I had a 1080p 60 hertz monitor.
okay, so this was back in 2016, give or take, when you and I, yeah.
Okay.
But I can't remember, but you and I at the time, Matt and I both got the same exact Dell 27-inch
1440, 144
1440
hertz, G-Sync module built in for
yes,
$450.
Yes, built-in native G-Sync, and that was like one of the most golden upgrades that either of us have ever.
G-Sync alone made a big difference.
G-Sync was super cool at one point.
Joseph, put your hand up. Turn the mic back on. Do your hand like this. Okay, let go now. All right, thank you.
What did it like?
It's an AI face tracking. So when he held his hand up like this right now, before that, just talking,
Focused.
it tracked to you. And so now I turned that off, so it's fixed again. So just careful holding your hand up like this.
Sure.
Yeah. And now I have to rotate it manually to get Eric back in frame, but it's okay.
But yeah, during that time, like if you wanted G-Sync, you had to pay the extra premium because it had to be an actual G-Sync module built in. It wasn't just adaptive sync, which it is now.
What's up, Wichita?
So
Yeah.
like back then, like G-Sync
Now
there
G-Sync
was
just
a pre.
breaks everything.
Well, no, it's just adaptive sync in general. Free sync, G-Sync, whatever.
It's
Like it's just
good now.
adaptive sync. Adaptive sync is amazing.
Don't I turn it off on like everything?
Everybody uses it. It's on in the
I
background.
don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You're talking about V-Sync.
Oh yeah.
Different thing.
Why do they keep making letters the same thing? On
Oh, there's even more than that. There's also fast sync.
Well, fast sync isn't just a single letter, idiot.
Okay, but I'm just saying there's multiple synchronizations.
So just I don't know if you're gonna remember this, Brandon, but I'm gonna say it anyways. V-Sync is just to lock your frame rate to your refresh rate of your monitor.
Correct.
That's it. Vertical sync. So vertical.
60 FPS, 60 hertz.
Yeah, but you tell me to turn my V-Sync off constantly.
Yeah, because I say cap your FPS, don't turn V-Sync on. That's a different thing. No.
No.
But
No.
then why is it that the limits?
Because
One gives you tearing and one won't.
exactly.
So tearing is when the top half of the screen is rendering one screen or one frame while the bottom half is doing another. So you literally get a line across the middle of the screen because they're both trying to do two separate things.
If you ever move your screen around really fast and you can see it look like this,
That's tearing.
that's tearing. Yeah, and so when it's not tearing and it's high FPS, it looks glorious.
Sure.
Yeah,
No.
If your graphics
It's just you don't know yet. That's it.
If your graphics card will never drop below 60, then you're fine with V-Sync because it'll never drop below 60 in the first place. But if you're just barely getting 60 in the first place, then turn it
I'm
off.
getting like 220.
Then you
then
could
just
take
leave-
advantage
just
of a
leave
better
V-Sync.
monitor. But when
And actually, fast sync would be better.
Now, especially with my setups, I've limited, like on my laptop and on my desktop, I've just limited them up to 20. Well,
120.
120.
yeah.
Because same thing, and then you actually watch your temps and your everything's not running as hard.
So actually, what's interesting
Your
is
card's rendering the most it possibly can, no matter what.
right. But
No matter what.
So this is what happened. Those two guys over there, very, well, you two obviously, but them two are thermally limited laptop gamers. So Tech is constantly running into thermal limits. Joseph, even worse, is running into thermal limits because it's not even designed for gaming. It just happens to have a gaming graphics card in it.
It's a business laptop.
It's a business laptop with a gaming GPU in it. And so
Business in the front, party in the back.
everything I could, at least with text. And then I just said, cap your FPS.
Listen, you don't have kids, so
Right?
you can't make these jokes.
Can I limit my FPS to 15 and just pretend I'm in the 90s again?
You could.
Does that work? Can I do that?
It
Joseph?
does, yeah. In the video.
Absolutely. They even have filters where you can make it look like a CRT if you
No
want.
way!
All the flickering.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
so all the
NVIDIA
CRT
reshade. Yes.
All the filters that I've used on my emulators look like dog shit.
No. Reshade is one that's built into the driver. So you have to look into something called reshade.
Oh, okay.
So what I was saying though,
Fuck me, right?
no, I can help you with that later.
There's only one person in this room, they'll do that.
Fuck me? Hell yeah, dude.
So Joseph, the reason I had
Sagittarius
said,
unite.
can you should cap your FPS, and that's specifically because of all the troubleshooting I've been doing with tech. And I
You
said
troubleshooted tech?
all the time.
No, never.
And so
Tech never comes into our podcast and asks for help for his laptop.
that's the joke.
That's the joke.
The joke is like every podcast we have, you're like, have you looked at my laptop yet? Can you look? Like every time you're there, like,
But I do it just to throw a little
Have you
bit.
liquid metaled it?
No, I didn't because I don't want to. That's too much. I shouldn't have to liquid metal. I shouldn't
Liquid metal,
have
right?
to. No,
Lenovo's are liquid metal.
no. His is electronics, which is a customized Tongfang laptop, and it's actually the same OEM as this guy here. No, Tongfang. I know because we have the same power adapter and the same software to control our fan software. Anyways, let's just move on from that one. So yes, cap your FPS if you want to control your temps and your heat and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or liquid metal.
And
Yeah, I guess sure if you want
because
to.
it's also I could play Call of Duty on my laptop, like it'll play like 130, 140, but I capped it to 120, and it's just it goes right below the thermal limit, and it's good now.
And that's what Joseph needs.
And here's the thing, I did it also too on my desktop because I don't know why we were running into issues where Call of Duty, it would just crash.
Games were crashing, things weren't acting up. But the thing is, I told him cap your FPS, and then I also updated his BIOS, turned down his RAM speed from 3600 to 3466 just as a troubleshooting measure, and then everything ran rock solid.
Rock solid.
On his laptop, is the same cooler trying to cool the CPU and
Yep.
GPU?
Yep, it's two
Then I
fans.
got a
It's
better
chunky,
idea.
but
Underclock the CPU.
look.
I
It's-
know this is great technical evening, but this is too fucking much.
I already told him to do that because his laptop has different modes. If you push the button on it to turn the fans up,
Is it an Intel GPU? Intel?
yeah.
Yes.
9750.
Intel Extreme.
But
Just underclock it.
No. It's not needed because he already underclocked it in the BIOS. That's one cool thing that laptop can do. That his specific laptop
cool
can
thing.
be
Okay,
an
by
undervolt.
undervolt, are you
It can do an undervolt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
Voltage.
Yeah.
We undervolted it.
It's
We actually
undervolted.
went with the
Still
recommended-
overheating?
No, I didn't say it's overheating. It just he was hitting.
It's never overheated.
he was-
that was never the problem. What
You
happened
said it was
is-
crashing because of it. That's
It
all.
was
It's
crashing.
overheating. It's if it's causing crashes on games because of heat, then that's overheating.
Yeah, it was yeah, true.
Fine, you're fine. The operating system is crashing, but your games are crashing.
Look, I
You're
completely.
overheating.
His crashing issue was because there was two drives. I upgraded one to Windows 11. Things didn't go right. Files were on the wrong drive. Blah blah blah.
Windows
Things
11
were
is
confused.
horrible.
Yes. So I wiped everything, and then I only put it on one drive, and now everything's much better.
All right, one more topic. What do we got? Because we're losing people.
People want.
Hey, let Joseph talk. Hold on.
You know what, Eric? Here, you can just sit here.
No,
We can
Joseph.
change spots.
What's up? What do we got next?
All right. Next topic of
I have
discussion
Arizona?
is first
we're-
mechanical keyboard for gaming.
Oh,
That's another big upgrade.
You sure?
Going from membrane to mechanical is huge.
Oh my god. Tell your story, dude.
So I guess my story is actually when I used to work at FedEx.
Really?
Switching from everybody had just default just HP, the crappiest membrane keyboards you can possibly. The ones that came with the thin client.
I remember talking to you about this.
Yeah,
too.
it was horrible. And I brought an old Corsair mechanical keyboard in, and anytime anybody would use my computer and it would use the mechanical keyboard, they'd be like,
Sorry.
"Click it. This is amazing.
Wait.
I can type so
Wait,
much
wait.
faster." And it actually got to the
Before you
point.
tell your story, was Corsair the first mechanical keyboard you had?
Yes,
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Corsair RGB Strafe.
Okay, I just want to know if that was the
I
first.
ended up
you had.
having 3 of them
Was it Razer?
because I had one. I took one to work. I bought a new one, and I also bought one for
All
my
right,
wife.
continue.
And it actually got to the point where one of the maintenance techs came in and ended up using it, and they're like, "This is amazing." And he ended up buying one for all of the maintenance guys. He ended up buying 20 of these things.
Fuck yeah!
And 20 gaming mice because it was also so much
the
more
gaming
comfortable.
mice was revolutionary for me.
But yeah,
Like from a fucking ball and
Bullshit.
yeah, dude, to a fucking optical gaming mouse. Oh my god, that
that's
blew
just
me
laser.
away.
That's just upgraded laser.
Yeah,
Yeah, from ball to laser.
Oh my
I would
God.
say that's
it
gaming.
blew me
but-
away.
Yeah.
I'm slowly discovering that there are people, especially working in an office with a bunch of people that aren't techie, that tons of people would be into custom keyboards if only they knew that better keyboards existed.
Everybody uses these Dell keyboards that come with a fucking computer and
They
go,
just think a keyboard's a
this is
keyboard.
okay.
Man.
The first time I switched to a mechanical, other than hating the noise of it,
Which now you can get mechanical. keys
exactly.
that are
I have the
so-
softest mechanical
Yeah.
keyboard you can get, and it's beautiful, and I love it. Also, shout out to Yeeboards. He also makes a solid $300 mechanical keyboard. You could fully customize with
Shout out to
switches.
the dog coin. I remember Eviscerate.
Yeah. That's probably my biggest complaint about Dogcoin is still to this day he has the fucking loudest keyboard on the planet, and we play games together every single day, and I hear like fuck, dude.
Like I remember in WoW raids, it was like Eviscerate.
Yeah.
You were waiting for that Eviscerate to pop up.
But the first time you play with that mechanical, like you just feel otherworldly. Like it's so good,
It's
dude.
that tactile feedback.
Yes,
Yeah.
it feels so nice.
You can physically type faster.
There's
Like,
there's another level though that when you hit that feel, but you also get quiet.
Yeah, that's what I have now.
Right, but I mean, like you, it's like ascending.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that I have now, that's my first and only been mechanical keyboard. That's
He's
the one
got a
I
loud one. It's one I gave him. I gave out a feel.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Chet comes in there, and I swear to God, his microphone, his fucking Apple Watch, his cell phone, and his keyboard are all within an inch of the fucking mic. He comes in, it's all.
What happens
Yeah, what are you playing? I'm like, oh my God. I swear to God, I've been turning tech down in vent.
and that's what Chris gave me. He's like, hey, you need this because it makes things quiet. I'm all like,
I feel like I've been turning tech down in fucking Discord for 3 years now.
The thing is,
every time he comes in, I'm like, oh, he's going to 20%.
The thing is, I can give Tech another microphone that would help with a lot of this, but it's a dynamic, and he'd have to be this close to it for it to be effective. And the thing is, most people don't want a mic in front of their face like this for it to be an effectively good microphone.
I think Dogcoin is right.
the pans.
Yeah, I think it's because he doesn't have a limiter on his mic. We can hear his wife yelling at him in the background, clinking pans. We can hear your whole house. Hear your fucking mic, and we're like, "Oh my God, Tech, please!"
The new mic is just a little better at that, but
it
the
is
old
a
mic
little
was
bit better.
bad.
Yeah,
It was bad. Yeah,
we could always fucking hear, "What are you doing on that computer?" I'm doing dishes, and I'm like, "Fuck, Tech, you're gonna die." It was always a good time.
All right, well, let's clink this last one right here.
Yeah, Matt didn't get any because he doesn't like
He
iced
doesn't like
tea.
tea.
This is the peach iced tea.
See, and then everybody had mechanical. I would go with the anti-ghosting membranes.
Anti-ghosting, yeah, that's a thing. That was one of my first gaming keyboards. Was a Microsoft Sidewinder X4, not anti-ghosting membrane keyboard. It was good. I still have it. It's
One
still
of my
around.
first gaming keyboards was a Logitech. I knew it was a membrane, but I don't remember what. And then it had the weighted mouse that you could pop the back off and add weights to it. Dude,
Yeah,
you never felt so elite as when you could add weights and be like, yeah, I'm really doing this now.
See, I've always felt that mechanical. I mean, a better
Joseph,
mouse
turn
was
the
better.
mic towards down. It's pointing up. I know it's taped on.
If you guys could see this setup that we have, for
They can. He has it open right now.
Very nice setup.
Right?
Yeah,
It's nice, but the thing is, Brandon gave me back an arm that I wanted to use in that spot. Without the thing, I needed to mount it there.
I mean,
Correct.
this is Coalition Gaming brand right
Yeah,
here.
correct.
Right here.
What does Dogcoin call that? Coalition Gaming.
Yeah, Coalition
Oh,
Gaming.
or
That's
back
the-
when we used to race RC cars, he'd be like,
Oh, yeah,
"You should be
Shugu."
sponsored by Shugu. You should be sponsored by Shugu."
I was gluing things left and right just to
Did it
finish
work?
Yep.
Well then,
Yeah, if it works, it's not stupid.
No. There was
Yeah.
one time that I glued a suspension arm that broke, and it only had 15 minutes to cure before my race, and I raced, and until the last 2 laps, it lasted, and those 2 laps it was fine. I still managed a podium because it was only the last 2 laps, and I had enough of a lead. It let go, and my arm just went, and you see the tire flopping.
let's not get started about your fence after the wins.
Oh my God.
It's better now, thanks to Brando and John and
And
Olga
Dogcoin,
and her
yeah.
and my brother.
That a mouse was more important than the keyboard.
I agree.
So
But
I've always
Joseph,
had
before
nicer
before
mouse.
we gloss over that subject, Joseph, what was your first mechanical keyboard, and like, what was your story with that?
So my very first gaming mechanical keyboard, and Chris is gonna hate me for saying this, it was the Razer Black Widow Ultimate.
Yes, I love that keyboard. It was a good. I had the same keyboard. It was
Oh,
good.
dude, it was excellent, man.
I'm running the
Yeah.
Black Widow version too.
I can't hate on Razer because they introduced so many people into the gaming space.
Correct.
Right, yeah.
It's just that Razer, for the majority of their lifetime, was like,
I can hate them.
No, I'm not saying trash. No. I'm not. I wasn't even saying expensive, not overpriced. Whatever negative things you could say, I don't care about. It's just that Razer was PC gaming for
Nerd.
no,
like the
and
beginner.
intro.
It brought
And-
it into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
And
I
so
would say
they
90% of all people that I knew that got into that gaming sphere,
Yeah.
I guess, like
Like,
was
knew what Razer was.
Yeah, they knew what Razer was, and that's what they wanted.
And
they wanted that Razer mouse. They wanted the Razer mic. They wanted the Razer keyboard because it was so out there and available to everybody. And they had the intro, they had the medium, and they had the super expensive that nobody ever needed ever.
And they're the only company that I've been to a store in Las Vegas that like they had the Razer. No, they're the Apple.
They were the next Alienware.
Yeah. No, Alienware is trash.
But when Alienware before Dell,
It was never cheap and available to everybody, though.
Razer's still not cheap.
No, but the thing is, no, when you say Alienware was never cheap or available, that didn't matter to us back in the day.
Everybody wanted
Alienware was desired.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend got an Alienware computer, and it was leagues above everything we ever wanted in a computer. Like
Tell Dell bottom. Rip.
Yeah, and then it got shitty. I was bummed. But Joseph, to continue your conversation, you had a Black Widow.
Yeah, that was my first gaming mechanical keyboard. I remember going to a friend's house who bought that keyboard, and he's like, "Hey, check this out." And I sat down and felt, the tactile keys.
And heard it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about mechanical keyboards, and probably why, to comment on what Matt said about you type faster.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my theory.
More accurate too.
Yeah, here's my theory.
I would say not more accurate. I'm worse on a mechanical for sure.
Oh, okay.
Really?
But yeah, keep going.
So my theory, the reason why, it's so pleasing is because it's activating another one of your senses. Because when you type, you see what you're typing on the screen. You feel with your hands, so you're feeling. But with the tactile mechanical, you hear it.
Yeah.
So you're realistically, you're elevating your experience because you're opening up.
I like that. Yeah, it makes you want to hear it go faster because it sounds cooler faster.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it sounds pleasing.
Yeah.
You can,
But that whole 6 months that we had of everybody having a mechanical keyboard over vent or TeamSpeak was fucking terrible. You could never hear what anybody was saying. All you heard was clack, 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 clack. It was pretty rough.
Maybe it comes from like the old, from like the whole typewriter era.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
that's a good
mechanical
way to put it.
keyboards aren't new.
No.
They've been around since late 80s.
Yeah.
What, all 80s?
Yeah, late 80s, the ones that were still connected with like
Well,
the
that's
telephone
because
cable, whatever,
that's because the old keyboards had to be mechanical because that's what the
That's
technology
what
was, right? And then they go, "How do we make it cheaper?" And then we got membrane keyboards.
But
And then,
okay, so how
and then they go, "How do we make it more expensive?" And then we got mechanical.
Okay, so how many people here went from Matt didn't because obviously he started with Corsair, but I upgraded to Corsair and it blew me away even more. Like, did you guys go to Corsair after Razer? Like, was Corsair the next step?
I do own a Corsair keyboard, so
Dude,
yeah, I did.
That's what I
did eventually.
It's the tits, right?
Yours is Cooler Master.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Cooler Master.
I know everything.
But I do have a Corsair mouse. I love that mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice.
Dude, Corsair is the next logical step.
Yeah,
I went
that's
to Corsair first because of the price. Razer at the time was just too expensive.
Oh, see, when I went, Corsair was the most expensive one.
that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good way to put them, though. Razer and Corsair are like the level 1 and level 2 of getting.
You would say level 1 and level 1.5.
And here's the thing with Corsair, and then you get Elgato that they bought out, and then it's like things get a little more complicated.
Yeah.
See, I used to love Corsair keyboards, but hate their mice. I owned every single Corsair mouse at one point and never liked one. Yet Razer mouse, like every Razer mouse I ever.
Dude, my favorite Razer mouse was the 12 button. I think it was a Naga. Or a
oh yeah,
Death
the
Rider.
MMO.
But it had the 12 button.
Favorite.
Oh, dude.
How did you push those with that thumb?
Like this?
You would push with that thumb. You would push 4 at a time. There's no way.
Dude,
there's no way.
Ask
you
my
use
wife.
that
I
mouse.
can get pretty precision-y with my fingers.
There's no way. With that haggard thumb, you push those little tiny
I could
buttons.
easily.
Maybe the Naga, was it the Naga Hex?
The 4 buttons?
The 6 one? No,
Yes.
the 6.
I had the 12.
Maybe. But the 12 one with those microscopic buttons, they're like the size of this chip.
Yeah, I could
There's
tell you.
no way.
I could tell you, Matt. It was a learning curve. But I did it.
I couldn't do it. I tried. I think Wayne had one at some point. I couldn't do it.
You learn real quick to fucking.
And did you have them all bind for your like WoW keys?
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
play WoW with only a mouse and then WASD.
I tried that on Weeza's setup. I couldn't do it.
So-
I
Oh, I
could not figure it out.
Yeah.
And I bought the Hex for a while.
And that's the 6 button or 9 button?
That was the 6 one.
Oh, okay.
And I just went back to the 2.
You sold that one to me.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. I just couldn't figure it out.
I have a Razer mouse right now that has, it's called a precision key on my thumb, but it's just so far ahead of like where normal people's thumbs are, but I don't have that length, and I can't ever hit the precision key. But it's supposed to limit your what's that called? The
Brandon
draw
doesn't
distance.
have the length.
Yeah, what's the draw distance called?
Draw
DPI.
distance. Oh,
It increases the DPI like tenfold. So when you're like selecting pixels, you can hit it.
it's the sniper button.
It's the sniper button.
button.
But
Yeah.
I can never fucking hit it right, and it just fucks me up even more.
So EVGA learned from that. My EVGA mouse has the sniper button on the back side of it.
Mhm.
So you hit it with the inside of your thumb
Yeah.
instead of having to reach out to it.
See, but I think I gotta get a new mouse though because mine's finally like
EVGA X17.
Yeah, don't get Razer.
Sometimes it will do like a double click. Like
Oh,
it starts.
you can clean it. Yeah, I'll actually. Bergs has a video on it. I'll send
My problem with Razors right now, Razer mice, is the scrolly button. I have the resistance thing on the bottom of the mouse. It fucks me over. Like it's constantly
Razer
double
has gone
scrolling.
down.
Oh yeah.
So,
Bad.
so I have the Black Widow 2 keyboard, and my volume wheel doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't work, but it doesn't. It's not tracking. And then my mouse, I have the Black Widow version 3, and my side buttons aren't working.
We should have the
And
third
I'm-
version.
Yeah,
and
I'm about to.
I'm using contact cleaner, and if I use the contact cleaner, then it works like it's brand new. And then after
Really?
about a week or two, the contact cleaner will eventually like dry up or whatever, and boom, the switches stop working.
Really?
And this is both on my mouse and keyboard.
And this is Razer.
Razer.
So
Okay.
And
so
they're, like I don't want to say they're new because now we're on Black Widow 3, right?
yeah. Why are you asking me?
think we're on
I don't.
Black-
I told
think-
you I'm not a big
I
Razer
think,
guy.
I think we're on Black Widow 3 for the keyboard. I have the 2, and then I have the newest.
So
Death
okay.
Adder
So
mouse.
so here's the funny thing is,
I think I have the Death Adder wireless mouse.
has
I really
anybody
like it.
here ever worn out an accessory?
No.
Yeah.
From usage.
Oh yeah, my Hitachi Magic Wand.
Wow.
I've done a lot of mouses
Uh-huh.
and my
Mice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's mice or
Mices?
mouses when it's is it mice?
When it's a computer part, I understand why you're saying that. Yes, but yeah.
But my headphones, remember those blue Corsairs that I had for the longest time?
Yep.
I had them for like 7 years and they were great.
This is not as good as the other ones.
No, I like the peach the best.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
peach is a
Yeah.
good
And
one.
now I have because of that I upgraded to the Virtuosos.
That's what I have.
They
No,
suck.
you have the HS80s.
Yeah,
Oh.
HS80s are amazing.
So I got the
They're good.
Virtuosos.
They're Virtuoso Juniors.
I wanted the Virtuosos, but I think they talked me out of it.
They're like $100 more than HS80s. Eric got the Virtuosos before the HS80s.
My only problem with the HS80s is that I leave them unplugged sometimes, and it just dies, and that kind of bumps me out. But that's my fault, not theirs.
So
I charge mine like once a month.
So here's the thing: is
Really?
Yeah.
I can actually blame a video game for wearing out my middle mouse click, Valheim. Valheim, because I build, and so middle mouse click was to undo the build.
Yeah.
and so I hit that button so much that on my old mouse it just gave up and stopped working.
I don't think.
Yeah, because that's what me and Chris would log on.
Yeah, he's just farming.
Yeah. Tech gives me mats.
I don't think I ever got like to the point of diminishing returns with my peripherals.
No,
Like I really don't think so.
really. What about you, Joseph?
My Black Widow Ultimate, yeah, like some of the keys started going out. Just like,
Really?
yeah, it didn't register.
I
so-
think one of my does the LEDs count?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because I mean the LEDs would like fuck off after like a year or so of having the keyboard. I don't remember which one I had, but it was a light up one, and they would start fucking up. But I would just turn them off, and it still worked as a perfect keyboard.
Yeah. At least there's that.
Yeah,
You had a
Just-
cosmetic.
yeah,
issue.
the cosmetic part, but I never blew anything out.
Dude, when I'm sitting there like trying to make my freaking middle mouse click work in Valheim, I'm like slamming that thing like, come on, you can go. Come on.
Do it.
And then it undoes. And then I build it and I go, shit, I need to undo it again.
Joseph, how long have you been with your current mouse and keyboard setup?
Current mouse and keyboard. Well, honestly, I'm using the wireless Logitech mouse that you gave me, Matt.
I've sold you 2 now.
It's a 20.
You
It's
didn't-
a,
no, no.
it's
Has
25.
Matt sold everybody? Hold on. Before we go to the next question, has Matt sold you anything, Chris?
No.
Damn it, Tech. Oh, okay.
Maybe parts that you used in other computers, but I don't
Oh,
think you
okay.
direct-
Okay, so
Matt,
yes.
Matt told me his neighbor was selling a graphics card,
Yeah.
and I bought it off.
Because
of him.
I bought RAM from Matt, and I think I bought a mouse from Matt a couple of
Probably.
years ago. Like,
There's a point
it's
where
funny
like,
that
I
Matt's
kept
just like,
buying mice.
I'll just hand my friends things. Like, oh, you need this here. Like, I'm not using it. Matt's like, give me $4, then you can have it. Like it's not even. It's never like an exuberant amount.
Yeah, it's always
He's always
a fair
like-
price.
He's always like, if you pay me for the gas that it takes to get from my house to your house, you can have it. Like he doesn't actually.
Rick bought a computer screen off me.
Yes. He's never charged me.
I
It's-
recycle.
Yeah, it's never been like an exuberant amount. It's never for him to make profit or like. It's always like, I just don't want to spend my own money driving this to your fucking house. It's always been fair.
Yeah.
Like, if I got something that anybody needs, that's how. Like, that's
Yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah.
I mean, here.
If you want my old dildos because my butthole's too loose,
Wow.
Okay,
How much for the Hitachi?
so what's your-
I
what's your,
wish I had an old school 80s Hitachi. Have you seen those? The ones that plug into the wall?
They still
Yeah.
sell them.
No, Hitachi doesn't. I think they make clones.
They make battery power and plug-in ones.
You need the plug-in ones because the battery powers are not enough.
Oh boy, what is it?
Yeah.
Massage your
After
back,
dark, after
right?
hours.
Yeah.
After hours, so.
So, what's everybody's oldest setup?
I want some fucking wings.
Your
Well, let's
your
wrap it
current
up.
keyboard and mouse setup.
What?
How long have you had your current keyboard and mouse setup? Go.
Keyboard and mouse? Like,
Yeah.
A year probably.
1 year since last.
This is text question for everybody to close out the stream. How long have you had your accessories?
No, your current keyboard and mouse setup.
Okay, sure.
I have
Keyboard,
three
mouse,
different
and-
mice that I rotate through.
Do you really?
I have
Hey,
3 years.
let's start with Joseph.
Joseph, go.
Yeah, so current mouse. So funny story. Yes, Matt has sold me a mouse before. No, you sold me the Razer. You sold it to me. But the Logitech wireless one, I forget what model it is. You gave that one.
Yeah, it
to
was
It's the
older.
wireless
It was an
one,
older
right?
wireless.
The,
Yeah,
the one
The
that
one that
can
goes
dude,
blue and green.
Oh, yeah, I know
Yes.
That's an old mouse.
dude.
So I don't want to tangent really far, and I know it's going to happen anyways because we've been drinking. You worked at Best Buy, so your opinion is irrelevant to me. When you
I was one of the good ones.
no, that's still you don't even know my fucking statement.
Oh.
But when I walked in to a computer store or a Best Buy, a Circuit City, also the best thing that ever happened to Circuit City by us, it turned into a Spirit Halloween. Fucking thumbs up. But like I would see Razer, Corsair, and then I'd see Logitech, and it just looked so lame. Like I always thought, oh, that's not good.
Hey, it's like the G&E brand.
It is, but then you actually use the Logitech shit, and I would say it's better than Corsair and Razer.
They've been around longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I always thought, oh my god, that's so cheap. Who the fuck would use
No.
that? Until I used it, and I was like, oh,
They'll
it's
just
actually
sell-
superior.
Yeah, they're a good brand.
Yeah,
I don't care that the fact that they bought out Streamlabs, but whatever.
yeah, I could give a fuck. But
and-
yeah, you.
But 1 year.
So go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
What was your?
You-
How long have you had
what's the
that?
time at you're at with that?
Yeah, so just the wireless mouse that Matt gave me. I think I've had it for like maybe 8 months, something like that. And I use it almost every day, and the same AA batteries are still rocking.
Oh, you actually have a battery one.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So the wireless
Double
one,
A.
that,
They last for.
the wireless one that Joseph is talking about, I also have on my mini rig computer setup because I had like a little living room setup. I have never changed the battery since the day that I bought it.
I feel like I
If
haven't
you're
had.
in eco mode, they'll last for.
I feel like I haven't had a
Eco
battery
mode.
powered
Eco
mouse
mode, yeah.
for a decade.
Well, that mouse came out like 7 years ago. It's
Yeah,
an older mouse.
what I'm saying is like I implore you to go to like a store right now and try to buy a AA battery mouse. You can't. Like I'm sure you could.
Yeah,
it's possible,
just
but
cheaper, like $10 mice. $50.
yeah, but like I haven't used AA batteries on my mice for a long time.
It's awesome. Like,
Yeah, well, Matt convinced me. I was always using a wireless mouse or a wired mouse. Yeah. Always. I would never and he's like, you got to get. I think it was the Death Adder 2 or
probably either
like
that or
he was
Mamba.
like,
either that or
oh,
Mamba.
I think I have the Mamba. I don't remember. Chris is the one that knows everything I fucking have.
I don't know
I just
either.
buy what people recommend to me and I try it. But he recommended me this wireless mouse, and I was like, I can never do a wireless mouse. I can never fucking remember to put them on the charger. And this wireless mouse that I have right now, I leave it off the charger some nights and come back to it, and it's perfectly fine for the whole gaming session. Like, it never runs out of battery, it seems like. And
it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is some of this shit.
because I
is
couldn't
crazy.
imagine having to put 2 AA batteries in my fucking...
No,
take
it's-
them out of my remote.
It's
put
just
them in my
one
mouth.
AA.
Oh, is it just one?
Just one AA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But again, I think the one that Matt gave me uses 2, and dude, it's been
Oh, I thought it was one.
I think it's 2.
Wait,
It is 2,
okay.
and it's in
heavy.
All right.
and it's in eco mode, And yeah, like it's
Forever.
It's been several months.
Mine has been
Several.
years, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
I have the same mouse. I know because me and Matt talked about it too. He goes blue and green eco mode, and I'm like, yep, that's the one. And I'm like, yes, it's been years. I've never changed it since the day I bought it, and it's still my living room setup.
And it has 4 side buttons.
Yeah,
Really?
It's a nice mouse.
Yeah. It's just very big.
Keyboard setup.
I like big mice though.
Current keyboard, probably I want to say a year and a half, maybe.
You've had the poker, right? No, is it a poker? No, you have the Corsair, the 10 keyless.
Keychron.
No.
Right now, I've had a Keychron for well over a year.
Well over a year.
Okay,
Well
okay,
over a year.
okay. All right. I say this as having some degree of insider information. Your wife had asked me for a keyboard recommendation, and I sent her the Corsair 10 keyless mechanical.
And I-
heavy guy.
Never keyless for me.
and
I need
I-
those keys.
yeah.
What happened with that one?
Yeah.
I think smaller.
Chick,
keyboard-
I'm asking him what happened with that one.
And I still have it. And it's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's great. Yeah.
Easy question.
So I actually use that keyboard with my gaming laptop when I use
Really?
it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, for me, I think, dude, honestly, like I'll use a keyboard for like 10 months to a year, and then I'm like, I just want a new keyboard. And Helg's always like, well, what's wrong with yours? I'm like, nothing. I've just had the same keyboard for a year. So like I don't ever use it to the point of dying.
You're the perfect person for a custom mechanical that uses standardized PCB components, because then you go like, I want a new keyboard, and then you can pull out all your switches and all your keycaps and put in new switches and new keycaps. And,
But-
Actually, 6 side buttons.
6 side buttons.
So it's the Logitech G602.
yeah, that's.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah, that
the
sounds
last
about right.
keyboard I bought,
$220 right now.
I was on some vendor.
1.5 when I bought it. I need to sell it.
Yeah. Either way, the last keyboard I bought, I was at Target one day buying Legos, and this keyboard just really stood out to me, and I was like, I need that one. And I bought it, and I've had it for Kat. How long have I had my keyboard for? Like a year? My keyboard that I bought from Target when I was buying Legos.
She don't care.
Yeah, she could give a fuck.
Yeah, she don't care. She's like, why'd you bother me?
Yeah, she's so balls deep into TikTok right now. It's not even.
All right.
Anyways, all right. So where are we at? Are we good on the answers here?
What? No, I said here. Last Christmas, I got both my mouse. Well, I have a wired Mamba.
I bought a keyboard.
I have a
and
wireless.
line of switches, and we should end it there.
I have a wireless Mamba, a wired Mamba, and then I'm mostly using the Death Adler.
All right.
Is that what I have?
About a year.
The music is
I think
playing.
you have the Mamba. I think
The
the Mamba is a little bit fatter. And I think that's.
It is pretty fat, and everybody recommended it to me because I have a fat ass fucking hand.
Everybody here who has headphones on can hear that the music is playing.
Yeah. All right.
Eric doesn't change his stuff. So
Yeah.
he's had it for since.
All right. GTE. I'm Has_agent.
Go check him out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
shout out him
at
right now.
CoalitionChris. We're on his channel right now. He doesn't have a Twitch, but he's way fast whitey, and this motherfucker over here is Rigisius and Tech Lancer.
Hold up your 3D print. Show them.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out. Look at this thing. Look at that. Ooh.
Happy, I believe either 8th or 9th day of, or 7th or 8th day of Hanukkah, if you guys celebrate that. Happy Christmas. We might not be back before then.
Had a little trade on.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Thank you guys for being here with us. We love you. We mean it. We'll talk to you
Thank
in
you
a
all
bit.
for tuning in. This has been an awesome show. Good night, everybody.